How we all doing tonight? We're here to play something a little bit different. Somewhat of a mod of a game, but also somewhat of a restoration at the same time. So, there's a little bit of explaining to do here. As I'm doing that, give me some more light. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see me better. So, back in the day, on Mario Kart Wii, there were things called tournaments that were held from Nintendo. These were official events that happened twice a month, and there were different ways of playing Mario Kart Wii. So, this happened for about, I'd like to say, 2 years. We got brand new tournaments from 2008 to 2010. They were constantly distributed all the way up until the game itself no longer had online functionality in 2013 time period. So, this is unfortunately lost media. Mario Kart Wii has all the stuff that you can no longer play, officially speaking, on the actual game, which is unfortunate because some of these tournaments were pretty impressive. They aren't really the traditional quote-unquote tournament you would think nowadays, like with Mario Kart 8 or 8 Deluxe. With Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, for example, you have the tournament mode online, which is you just playing standard races and having a proper leaderboard. So that's more of like a competitive style of tournament, but this is really just equivalent to a mission mode, kind of like with Mario Kart DS. So this is just a list of all of the different tournaments here that I have on the Mario Wiki. So these tournaments can range from things like it's just a standard versus race against CPUs, or you can have a little go through the ring challenge where you're trying to go through all different rings as fast as possible. Then you can have things like this, for example, where you on a course called the Galaxy Coliseum, a course that doesn't exist in the game normally. This is only a thing for the tournament mode, and it's essentially a little bit of a boss fight, which is something you don't normally do in Mario Kart Wii. Very reminiscent of the missions back in Mario Kart DS. So, unfortunately, these tournaments you can't play anymore on Mario Kart Wii, because now with the official servers being shut down for over a decade on the Wii, there's no way to play these, officially speaking. But that's where today's mod comes into play. This is the Tournament Museum. This was created by Palapelli. Hopefully I said his name right, or their name. It includes all 49 unique tournaments that ran on the Wii Connect 24 servers before it was shut down. So we have all 49 of these tournaments put into one game file, because these are technically a thing on the game disc still, from what I understand. You can use certain like action replay codes on your Wii. So, you know, like a Gecko code, for example, is what you know in the homebrew scene. You can use those said codes to access some of these modes, but a little bit finicky from what I understand. This mod pretty much simplifies things. It just puts everything in a nice, tight package. And plus, there's more functionality too, like you got a view replay button now for when you complete one of these tournament matches. You can upload things to a leaderboard, save it to an SD card, stuff like that. So this is a pretty feature-rich way of playing these tournaments. Probably the go-to way of playing them nowadays, I would say, in Mario Kart Wii. Which is nice because, again, these tournaments are essentially lost media. There's no way of actually playing these officially through the game without some kind of a modification like this. So I'm glad to see that the scene has essentially fixed this problem. But let's just go ahead at this point and load up the game itself and get this whole tournament showcase started. I'm playing this on my PC specifically, just to make things easier. I do have an actual Wii on standby, but I wanted to play this through Dolphin just to see how this game would look through an emulator upscaled. And just in general, hopefully the performance on here is going to be, well, pretty good. I will say Mario Kart Wii for a couple years have been one of those games you didn't want to play on an emulator. It had some weird graphical issues, and then also just a lot of stuttering, but the scene has actually fixed it up to a point now where this game is pretty playable. I got some custom settings on here, so I'm excited to see how this is going to look in glorious HD. So we got a different title screen here, but this is actually using your proper Mario Kart Wii save file, I should mention. So you should create a new license on this just to not have this conflict with your current license. But I don't have any files on here, so I'm fine. But this may be a thing you want to do. So let's just create a new license. And it doesn't really matter the character because I don't have any Mii's on here, so I guess I'm just generic player. I picked generic player number 2. Alright, so here we go. You can go right into a settings menu immediately, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for the tournaments. So, as the mod page talked about here, we got 49 different tournaments here. We got 5 pages worth in total. They all have a little description, and also you can see the course name right on the top of the little option here to pick them. So, very easy to figure out what is what here. I do have, as you've seen before, the Mario Wiki page I had on the screen. I got a list of all these tournaments open on the side of my screen here, but I can't tell you exactly if this tournament or that tournament will be playing when exactly it actually happened, because there are a couple of these that were repeats over the years. So these are all the unique ones. But they've done more than 49 tournaments in the course of Mario Kart Wii's overall runtime, so there's a lot here. Let's just go ahead and jump right in. The first tournament has now begun. Race other vehicles for the fastest time. You can repeat this challenge as many times as you like. And this one, you get to pick any of your characters here. So we can just start with basic old Mario. We got ourselves all the vehicles unlocked right in the very beginning. Again, we'll just go standard. Standard Kart M. Automatic or manual drift. Yeah, I'm going manual. That's like the one thing I will change. So this tournament, this happened right around the time the game came out in May of 2008. This did come back later, from what I can see here, May 2010, but it was restricted to only carts and the Wii wheel only for controls. And we'll be seeing that here and there in this mode. There are certain tournaments that you weren't able to use every cart. You were restricted to what the game told you, and even down to the controller, which I will say, using the Wii wheel is not the most ideal controller, and we will be using the Wii wheel for some of this. So that's going to be fun to deal with. I'm just going to use this now, get out of the pack. Because the goal here is just to beat the CPUs, that's it. Item layout here is different from normal Mario Kart Wii 2. So this might be the same old Mario circuit that's featured in Wii, but it's not the same Mario circuit. Chain chomps are running wild, item placements are in different areas. I think even the Goombas might be moved around here and there. Oh wow, that's a scary green shell. I'm glad I had a banana. But these CPUs are no joke. Like, they're actually keeping up pretty well. I wouldn't really say like the hardest class of CPU, but they're definitely putting up a challenge. So I would say slightly above the normal difficulty. There we go. I just want something better, because now with this I can also hit a Goomba and hope for maybe a mushroom. Yoshi's the one I gotta worry about, because he's the closest to me. Nice, there we go. That's what I was hoping for. And I got another green shell, so now I can use this for another Goomba. Which, that's probably not gonna be until the end of the race, because there's no one else really here. Ooh, a random mushroom. Don't mind if I do. Never mind, that was a terrible idea. And Yoshi hits my green. Alright, everything's right with the world. We're back to being balanced out. Nice, there was a mushroom there. That was perfect. So, there's a chance when you hit a Goomba in this game that they just randomly drop a mushroom. I don't know why, but that's a very convenient thing for us. So, there's your first tournament done. Not really the fastest time I could have done, but, you know, it works. Could have done much better if I had a bike, I'm just saying. Maybe the next one. Hey, Canary, how you doing? Alright, so here's our next tournament, but this one has a stipulation. Tournament number 2. We must now drive through all the gates in order on GBA Battle Course 3. So this is one of the battle courses, not a versus race. Look at the map carefully and clear the gates quickly. This race is for Wii wheels only. I don't like using Wii wheel. I use classic controller. Not allowed. I'm sorry. You thought you're gonna use this thing? Think again. It's motion controls time. Great. I'm gonna show you with the meta combo how this thing is gonna control. What a way to start it. This is considered the best character kart combo in the game. Funky Kong, Flame Rider. Highest top speed. Mini turbos are pretty good. His handling's good. Like, everything about this game is pretty much you wheelie all the time, so top speed really matters. And now this is where things get complicated because the game wants a Wii wheel. And I actually have not just the original Wii wheel in standby, but this random third-party one I even forgot I had. Like, this, I think, is a super generic third-party one that I picked up once at a dollar store. I don't remember. I'm gonna try both of these. So we'll be doing this 3 times. I'll explain how we're doing it 3 times after we at least attempt the wheel one. So this is how I would prefer to play this. You don't need the wheel. It's just a hunk of plastic. There's no connectors in this. But it makes actually holding this controller much easier for motion control. I'll opt to use it. Doing good? That's good to hear. I'm doing good myself, thanks for asking. Yeah, this mod's very interesting. I'm just glad to see that people were able to restore all of these, tournaments back in the game. Alright, so this is already kind of weird, because I'm going to show you how this works by just actually putting this thing on camera, which means I gotta drive in the most awkward way possible. Motion controls in this game were very unresponsive. I mean, it works, just not great. This is why it's better if you're going to use any controller type. Use Wiimote and Nunchuck. That was a little bit more accurate for the motion, because it was in your other hand. Having the Wiimote in your other hand actually simplified things a lot, I'm not even kidding. Plus, having an analog stick to move was much better than turning this thing left and right. Oh my god. See, case in point, I held the thing the wrong direction, apparently. Sure, I thought I was turning right, no, the game said left. Classic controller and GameCube controller are the way to go. Having actual analog sticks are amazing. It's not helping my case. I gotta put this thing in the camera, so I'm not holding the wheel in a more traditional sense, and that's making this harder. Oh, I got another wrong turn. That's a very common issue with motion controls in this game. You will just turn the wrong direction. You hold down this way, which could count as left, but the game might think right due to how fast you're moving. So I was testing this earlier. I'm actually surprised to see this. I was testing this out earlier, making sure things worked, and I did play a couple rounds of this specific tournament, because I remember doing this tournament mode back in the day. I deleted my license, so I'm surprised I remember my records, though. That shouldn't be the case. That must be part of the global save file for Mario Kart Wii. So if you want your records deleted, you're gonna need to actually delete your real Mario Kart Wii save file, if that's anything to go by. Alright, now for this hunk of plastic. The big difference between this wheel and this wheel, if I could show it a little bit better on camera, you have an actual B button trigger here. So this thing pushes in to where the B button is inside of the clamshell, which makes it a lot easier to hit the B button in this wheel. This one does not have anything like that at all. This is a lot more clunky, but if you didn't get the Wii wheel, maybe got this game used, which is more likely nowadays, and you want something more comfortable to hold than just holding the stick by itself, then yeah, these wheels are kind of like dime a dozen on sites like Amazon or eBay, so you might be stuck with one of these. At that point, I would just say use the remote by itself. These things, it's not great. I now have to hit the B button through the actual back, which has no proper grip, so I'm just hitting this like sharp button. It's not great, but we'll do this race again with dollar store wheels, I'm gonna call it. It's very awkward. I might actually opt to use the 1 button instead. And I already hit a wall. Okay. The 1 button's a lot more comfortable because it's either the B button or the 1 button on the controller to brake and drift. This game has very simplistic controls because this. So thankfully, certain buttons will mirror others. In this case, the B button and the 1 button are the same thing. And then to use an item, it has to be the D-pad. If you want to look backwards at any given point, it's the A button too, which was always kind of an awkward thing to go between the D-pad for items and the A button to look behind you, but it worked. Oh yeah, these things were a dime a dozen too, now thinking about it. Big Lots, you're right about that one. Canary got the random left when I'm holding this wheel to the right. It's gonna be great later for harder challenges, because this is like the easy stuff for Wii Wheel. There are gonna be more complicated ones later. Okay, well, still not as good as my practice time, because I'm getting a lot of very bad turns. But I wanted to demonstrate this thing, just to show off. Maybe don't use these third-party wheels. They're all pretty terrible in my experience. It was the first-party one or nothing. Also, these things are like a death grip. It's just like it doesn't want to let go. Like, give me back my controller. I want the Wii remote back, please. Like, you're playing with me, and you're gonna like it. That was another problem I had with a lot of these third-party wheels in general. They just didn't have the right moldings. So, it's very much jank. There we go. Jeez, I almost feel like I had to break the thing in half to get my remote out. But to be fair, if that wheel breaks, I'm not losing sleep. Alright, now I'm gonna get my actual controller. I want this. Give me my classic controller. The best way of playing this game. It's between this or GameCube, but this is more comfortable. Now we're gonna jump back into the exact same tournament again, because this is something I really like about Tournament Museum. So back in the day, if you were playing this on the original Mario Kart Wii during the original distributions of these tournaments, the game will stop you right here, saying that this is for Wii wheels only. You can't play until you disconnect that controller from your remote and just play Wiimote by itself. But here in Tournament Museum, we can bypass that. We are allowed to use a controller, it just won't save the actual time on a leaderboard. So now we can play the game with actual controls. And then watch how much better I'll do because of that. Because I can actually control where I'm moving now. I'm not going to get a random drift the wrong direction. That's huge. And it's much easier to chain wheelies when you have a controller that doesn't randomly just drop an input here or there. I just hit up on the D-pad now, which is so much easier. Way less aggressive on the arms. Oh, I timed that really bad. I wanted to get another item box there, but see, since this doesn't stay saved in the leaderboard, it doesn't really matter how good or bad you do here. If you want to save these times, unfortunately, you're still having to use motion control. Like, I remember when this game first came out, I used nothing but the Wii Wheel exclusively. I just thought it was really cool to play a game like this with motion control, but then, over time, I started to fall out of it because it just, again, not the most accurate to use. Especially with the wheelie mechanic for bikes. It's just not as comfortable, so I prefer to use a real thing. For a few years, it was GameCube controller, but now I prefer the classic because it just has better button layout. Much easier to get to everything. Well, yeah, there you go. That's tournament number 2. Now let's go for the weird stuff. Tournament 3, the Galaxy Coliseum boss battle. All the way from Super Mario Galaxy, it's the Spiky Topman. I'll get the Spiky Topman out of the arena as fast as you can. But obviously, this is not a one-to-one tournament, unfortunately. This had to be recreated. I guess the original files just weren't as easy to track down. So, yeah, this has to be built from scratch. Now, the thumbnail shows Luigi in the Wild Wing here, so I'm going to try it. This tournament looked like it was ran originally during June 2008. There's 3 different versions of this. We'll see all 3. They all happen between, like, all 3 of these happen within like a 2-year span. And that's the whole game. So we're just knocking these top men into the out of bounds section here in this arena. So they're very similar to how they controlled in Super Mario Galaxy. Same concept there, not these guys in electrical fence. Alright, give me more mushrooms. Thankfully, it's always triple mushrooms in these blocks. Should be good if I just hit him on the side, right? Oh, then he moved. They bounce you pretty far, too. And I think you get knocked out of bounds here, but it's not Punisher. You should be able to come right back. Yeah, there you go. That's the tournament mode. This is a really cool one, and again, we'll see it later. This was used 3 different times. Each time it was made harder and harder. So we'll see that again later. Alright, tournament number 4, Mushroom Gorge on time trial. Race through Mushroom Gorge in reverse in this carts only time trial. Which routes the best? Try a variety and see what works for you. So unfortunately, this is one of those restricted ones. You can only use the carts. Which, yeah. Let's just say, there's a reason why no one uses carts in this game. Big reason. So, I'm gonna pick... doesn't really matter the person. What was the thumbnail on this one? I want to see what they used. Oh my god. Really? It's Toad. It's not the booster seat. It's Toad on the Mini Beast. Like, this thing is good on its overall drift and mini turbo. So I can see maybe why they used it. This is one of the better lightweights for a kart. I'll try it. So this is something you can't normally do. And in fact, this became a gimmick for Mario Kart Tour later. You can't drive backwards in any of these courses in official capacity. But here in the tournament mode, yeah, they decided, what if? But you can tell by doing this, there's some jank you gotta deal with, because none of these courses were originally designed this way. So I just put some ramps here and there. Try again. Hey there, Matt. How you doing? Let's see, when was this ran? This tournament first debuted in June 2008, from what I can see here. Okay, I think it's just don't go right because the mushrooms were never designed for you to go the right path here, which is technically the left path. I'm gonna take the left path, which is technically the right path. I don't even know where is a good place to use my mushroom here, because again, this is such a weird one. Normally you save these for the gap jump at the end, but because you're not going through the traditional sense, that's not really feasible here. Maybe I use it around the final turn area in the beginning. That might actually be the best place to use this. Because there's no other good place to use mushrooms here. Actually, what about this? Never mind, that's where I'll use them. That's perfect. Okay, really? The problem is balancing on these mushrooms too. It's always like a set angle. Mushrooms in this game are kind of jank, which is funny when this course comes back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They didn't fix the jank. In fact, it's more jank in Mario Kart 8. And trust me, there's a tournament they use later that is literally the definition of the word jank for a video game. I can't wait to show that one, and I'm dreading to play it, because I've heard it's like one of the worst tournaments. I never played it back in the day. Hey, Hulk and Super, how you doing? Already a lot of do intensive work. Yeah, it sounds like a hard day. Sorry to hear that. Rest up. Okay, so I don't want to... Okay. I think I'm actually going to change my kart character, because this... I don't know how they use this for testing, because... no. I'm going to use the best middleweight character. So this is technically the second best character in the game, but in terms of the kart... Oh god, what was actually considered? I think it's Classic Dragster. It's considered one of the best karts in this game. No one really tracks how good karts are because they're just so inferior. Thank god this one didn't require a Wii wheel. I'm just saying, this would have sucked. I think some of these mushrooms I just don't want to trick off of. God, do I gotta play this like Mushroom Gorge? The custom track? Oh my god, if I gotta play this like a custom track. Well, I wouldn't be surprised because I think this course in one of the later challenges in this, or tournament, excuse me, actually was an inspiration for a custom track. And it's known as one of the worst in the whole custom track community. It's so bad. There we go. Jeez, again, that's the definition of jank. Going backwards on this course in general, you can tell, was never properly designed that way, so playtesting wise, we just didn't bother. That feels so much better though than with Toad. I feel like I'm making these gaps a lot more consistently here. Yeah, because I was at one point going more sideways off these mushrooms, but now I'm like consistently going towards the center. Your stats really do matter for a challenge like this, just because of the controls. Otherwise, just don't trick. You don't get as much airtime if you trick, or if you don't trick, I should say. And in some cases, that was actually kind of required. Alright, that was a little jank, but I just didn't want to fall. This should be a good lineup. Yeah, perfect. It's probably faster to go the right path here because some of those mushrooms aren't bounceable, so you drive on them faster than you bounce. But I don't trust this course when it comes to going backwards, so let's not take a chance. There we go, perfect. As soon as I swapped characters, it became a lot easier. Probably could have got like a 205, maybe a 206 tops, if I didn't have to break there at the end of lap 2. I just didn't want to run into a wall, I'm just saying. Alright, next one. Tournament number 5 here, Coconut Mall Coin Challenge. This is going to be a consistent theme, kind of like with the rings and just racing in general against CPUs. Collect the coins scattered across Coconut Mall. Customers drop them, act fast to grab them. So from what I can see, this first debuted in July of 2008, so like a month after the game came out. You know what? Because I was just Daisy, I'll go Peach instead. And I'm actually going to play on a bike. Dear God, don't put me on a cart for this. Bikes just have so much better control in this game. Okay, well, first, let's not burn out. You know what? That's fine. Because now I can get this. So I gotta collect all 50 of these coins, which is pretty easy to do, to be fair. That's if you don't overshoot them. That's fun. I have to go backwards anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Man, I really wish brake drifting was invented this time. That didn't happen until later in the series. Now I gotta go slow. I'm surprised I got those coins. I thought I was gonna miss at least 2 of them. Like that, I actually drifted too sharp. So I'm gonna do a circle here just to grab the last coin. That definitely wastes some time. And it's just this row of coins right here. And that's it. That's not impossible to do with a cart. But let me just say, don't do that with a cart. Because there's a big difference between the different drift types in this game. There's outward drift and inside drift. Bikes can do inside drift. Mostly. There are some outside drift bikes, but those are the exception. Every cart is an outside drift, so that makes things so much harder if you want to make a tight turn in this game. So I'll just pick a bike with an inside drift. It's just a better way of going. Alright, next up, DS Twilight House here. A race has started in the darkness of DS Twilight House. It's tournaments for Wii wheels only. Stop using that controller. I wish there was a random button on this, because that would be so much easier for picking things. I'm gonna go with King Boo here. And unfortunately, if you want to use this thing, we can just ignore them, which honestly is just better. But I want to get my name on a leaderboard, so I might do these twice at most. So I want to play one of these with a wheel and one of them without a wheel, just so I can get both experiences. Because, again, you can never play these challenges without a wheel back in the day. So I would like to see how these control with just a standard controller. I think I might have done this one, because honestly, some of these tournaments, I played some of these around when the game first came out. So if it's in like the first 3 or so months, I'm probably more likely to have seen this tournament back in the day on my Wii. And I think this was one of the ones I played. It's just a simple race here. I think it's like 5 laps. We drive around the whole course against CPUs, but it's a very small area because this is a battle course normally. No item, that's rough. Really? I got Smart Green? We just started. Like, we're not even 10 seconds in. I mean, if I'm in the back of the pack, I'll get a good item, so sure. I'll just use it now, because I'm not going to get greened again. So this is basically... Do you like NASCAR? It's kind of like the same energy. You're just turning nothing but right on this. So it's different from NASCAR. You turn nothing but left in that sport. God, dude. I literally can't turn with this thing. It's so horrible. Like, I hate, I hate driving like this nowadays. I don't know how the teenage me put up with this for as long as I did. As soon as I started using a controller, I just never looked back. Like, you can't even hold items behind you that easily with this, too, because it's just hard to hold down the D-pad for it. No, Bowser? Okay, well, that's bad. I technically lost this, so I should show what happens if you lose one of these, because you do need to win against the CPUs for this account. And the harder part about this is this stupid thing. It does technically count the time, but that's really not a win in my heart for a tournament. So let's just show you exactly how that should be played. I'm just gonna hook up my old... Yeah, I can't, huh? Don't worry about it. I have to change the mode, I think. Then it'll let me use this controller. I guess in reality, I should just change character, so it'll keep me in the menu. Then we'll have to go back the whole way. There we go. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Oh my god, actual control. This feels so good. Now that I can actually control myself correctly, I'm not using the star instantly. I'm saving this till like the end. That Baby Peach is really taking that turn very sharp. There we go, thank you. It was Why the Passer. Because King Boo is also considered one of the best heavyweights. I think it's technically Rosalina is the second best heavyweight in the game, and then I think it's King Boo. Because I think he has better handling. Alright, I should be able to use this like right here. Yeah, look at that. It's like 20 seconds faster because I had an actual controller. Big difference between using this and a hunk of plastic. God, man. I really wish you could have used your standard controls back in the day for half these tournaments, because that's so much better. Oh my god. Alright, next tournament here. Jungle Superstars Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong ride their bikes, littering bananas around it. Can you reach the goal without hitting any? This one we have to use Funky, because that's just kind of law. We're going against the Donkey Kong family. You gotta use Funky. Gives me an excuse to also use Flame Murder still. Find out I'll make away a builder racer game? Well, hopefully that's a good quality. Racing games this year in general have just been popping off. It's definitely the year for a racing game. kind of funny. Like, I'm playing this also because next week is another one. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, which I'm really looking forward to myself. Oh my god. There's gonna be plenty of that happening in this race. They have infinite bananas, so the two Kongs are just gonna throw out bananas left and right. Once we get far enough ahead, this shouldn't be a problem, but they do have bad rubber banding. So when I'm close to them, they will slow down like this, so they can hit me with bananas. And when I'm far ahead, they're gonna speed up. This is one of the more annoying challenges. I don't remember playing this one back in the day, because I think if I did, I would have stopped. So this one's kind of stupid, honestly. The gimmick is cool, but they're a little too aggressive with the bananas, so it just becomes kind of a minefield. Oh, how'd I miss that? Oh, yep, and that's off-road. Thankfully, they give you plenty of green shells in this, so yes, I may have protection. But they're literally throwing bananas into the river, so I don't think that's gonna help. Okay, well, I missed Diddy, but I got DK somehow. And now I got Diddy. If I'm far enough behind him, I seem to get a star then. So if they're close to me, I don't think it's really possible to get a star. But it's really just green shells and stars. That's the only stuff I seem to be getting in this. Your buddy said the game came out like 2 years ago. Ultimate Chicken Horse. If you mind harder courses as you play. Okay. So a little bit of like a harder, okay, nice drift. Harder kind of racing game, but nothing really too bad. Sounds like an interesting concept. I know Ultimate Chicken Horse is considered like a really strong party game. It's very popular from what I've seen over the years. Was that supposed to have had a sequel, or is like maybe a spiritual sequel, maybe from like a different team? I thought I saw like a second one out there, like Ultimate Chicken Horse. I could just be mistaken. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to stop the wheel. Although I hit someone. Alright, I meant to do that then. I'm keeping this just in case someone does something weird at the end. Nice. He hit his own banana. Let's go. Yeah, that one's kind of jank. It's just the fact they lay bananas extremely fast. That just doesn't help things. God, man. Alright, next one. Koopa Cape Gate Challenge. Clear each of the gates in order on Koopa Cape where the blue sea shines. Watch the gate numbers closely. Gate clears out of order. They don't count. What we're gonna use for this? Maybe I can use Bullet Bike. Quacker's pretty good as well. So maybe also, Actually, no, I'll do Bullet Bike. Because the thing is, the Quacker is good for off-road. You can just drive straight through off-road in so many cases while still keeping a drift. But it's considered Bullet Bike is the best of the lightweights for a bike. This does make me take more unoptimal paths. Like, you're never really taking that trick ramp normally. Yeah, this is helping, though. I do have a lightweight for this because I have a little bit of better control because I'm not as fast. I say that as soon as I bump the side of one of these rings, which that can just happen. Go slow here for a second. Yeah, if I went too fast, I would have got zapped. You get hit with these poles, you get shrunk down. It counts as a lightning bolt, which is kind of weird. One more set right here. And there you go. Oh, just shaved off the 102, nice. This tournament, I forgot to read that part. This happened first in August 2008. I'm just gonna focus on when the tournament first ran because they've had a lot of repeats. Like this was August 2008, August 2010, January 2012, April 2013. So they kept on reusing certain tournaments, some more than others. I think most of these were used at least twice, if I'm reading correctly here. The battle ones are the only ones I'm not seeing with extra entries, but they had alternate versions. Oh no, there are some that were only used once. We'll see those when they happen. What I'm up to now, Challenge 9? Yeah, it's this one. So this is on N64 Sky Scraper. It's a time trial. So this is a Wii only time trial once again, so get rid of that nunchuck. Or that classic controller, or even that game controller. So now we have to race on a bomb car infested N64 skyscraper. Grabbing the most items is the key to earning the best time. You know, I gotta use this character because if you don't know about the fun fact about DK in this game, his feet are his mouth texture. I can see if I can freeze frame that. There you go. Because I'm playing on emulator, I can just freeze frame it, which makes this so much easier. So I'm gonna just... Okay, that's not how I expected this to work. It's because of my settings, isn't it? How do you... Can I like crop and keep that aspect? No, okay. I'm just gonna blow this up, and I'm gonna zoom in DK's feet so you can see what I'm talking about here. Alright, there it is. So, let me make this a little bit smaller. Excuse the jank on my setup here. A little bit more. A little bit more. Perfect. So, for whatever reason, I think someone screwed up with making Donkey Kong's texture model in this. His mouth, for whatever reason, was also copy and pasted onto his back feet. His heels are just his mouth texture. And it's the most cursed thing. It was hard to notice back in the day, because you're playing this probably on like an old CRT television with the composite cables your Wii came with. But once you play this on HD TV with component, or even the Wii U with its backwards compatibility and HDMI, you're noticing these feet. It's weird. Only game in the franchise has ever happened. It's kind of like Daisy's third eye from Smash Melee, if you know that reference. Kind of like similar energy there. Let me fix the image now and put it back to where it was. So just you're gonna get all the screen grabs. Okay, there we go. That's enough Donkey Kong feet heels for me. Alright, what do I use here? Again, this is another course that's probably best to have. You know what? I'll go with the spear. I don't think Donkey Kong spear is the way to go, but I'll try it. And I'm gonna do automatic drift instead, because there is a difference between the two drift types. Automatic, you don't get any mini turbos, but it's much easier to drift. As soon as you start turning, your character drifts automatically. You don't need to hold down a button, which makes controlling it with a Wii wheel a lot easier. Also, it might be better to use this with a lot of kart combinations. Not as ideal for a bike, but it could work for a kart. So this arena has like the whole inside blocked, so we're just racing on the outside layer here. I gotta remember I can't drift because the game will do it for me. And again, I get no mini turbo out of this, so the items are all I can use. This really does take you out of your wheelie pretty fast, though. Okay, that was good. That's why I actually wanted to have this drift type, because that avoids the bomb. Unfortunately, you don't get the hops out of this either, so that's another thing about automatic drift that's bad. You can't hop anymore. How did that count? The bomb, man! It was destroyed for so long. Just stayed on screen forever. I can't also do a standstill mini turbo anymore, too, which is holding down the brake button, and then you can just drift around in a corner and get some speed out of that. Can't do that with automatic drift. Yeah, I don't like that bomb. Give me like a mega mushroom or something, please. It's just giving me standard mushrooms, which good for speed, but when I'm dealing with instant death cars here, Now you give me the Mega. I went literally across the finish line when it gave it to me. That's so dumb. Alright, well, sure. I'll keep this exact setup, but we're going back to the actual controller. It's this thing, man. It was not bad to use auto drift, but I might not do that again. Bypass. Oh, that's so much better already. No. Okay. You know what? That's so early. We'll reset. Never played Wii. Yeah, it might be a weird thing to say, because, yeah, most people under the sun have played this. But also, at the same time, you got into the Wii era late, from what I understood, Matt. So it makes sense of why you didn't play this one. You weren't really actively playing the system at the same time everyone else was, so you miss when it's happening, then it's fine for you not to play this title. It's like how I never played Mario Kart 7, because I didn't have a 3DS when that was making the rounds. Once I got Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, what was the point? It was just a better version of 7. That's why I've never tried it. I don't really have any interest to. Wii still holds up. It's really good, especially if you want to play custom tracks, because it's just endless content, it feels like. There's one Mario Kart Wii distribution, I think it's like over 4,000 tracks, or something crazy like that. There's like a massive amount one of these distros have. Or it could be 400, I don't know. There's like a lot. Oh, I missed the item box, that's unfortunate. Go away. Thank God these things are on the minimap. I say as I run into one. Holy. Is this enough to get me through the rest? Well, that will be. Thank you. Way better time. What was it before? Like a 1:14? Okay, that's only better by 2 seconds. That's surprising. Yeah, fell out of the Nintendo stuff around 2009. So yeah, if you weren't here during heyday time in 2008, then definitely you didn't have a chance. 2009, 2013. That was the heyday of this game really being online. After 2013, you need to play on fan servers, unfortunately. So yeah, again, if you missed it back then, I can understand why. Again, it's still easy enough to pick up and play nowadays. So, I still recommend it. Alright, next one here. Tournament number 10. Complete the trial of coins in SNES Mario Circuit 3 in this cart-only tournament. The key to earning the best time is using your mushrooms in the right place. This tournament was ran originally in September 2008. This one was actually used 4 times, surprisingly. It's a lot of Mario Circuit 3s. God, wasn't Day Trip considered one of the worst vehicles in this? I gotta use it. This thing's bad, if I remember correctly. It looks cool. It's kind of like a flying carpet design. It's just not great on its stats. Maybe the hint should tell you to get a good time here, don't use Day Tripper. See, already I missed coins. These things are so wide, too, so they expect you to have a hard time with your drifts. I missed another one. So you just keep on going until you actually clear this. Alright, well, I'll try it again, because I want to do this in one lap. It's probably better if I reset for that reason. Yeah, this is so much better. It's already a much better attempt. Yep. Ironically, that's faster. As faster than doing a whole lap. Love how I said it was better and I instantly miss a coin. Because again, the drift in this, outside drift is not ideal. There we go. It could have been better. But I'll take a 37. If I get like a perfect drift on like everything, I could probably do better. So what if I get a combo with Daisy and something that has like a better turn? I mean, if I just want to do the same thing as Mushroom Gorge. Because Classic Dragster is definitely one of the best carts. I'm gonna see what we can do this in just one go. Okay, so, after doing the mini turbo, I get a lot of speed, which really sends you flying. So I might not want the full mini turbo, especially if I'm getting mushrooms. I don't remember, I might have played this one back in the day. It's hard to remember. I know the next one we have coming up, I do believe I played. It's a really cool one. How did that miss? Just want to route this out real quick. Yeah, this is easy. So, I just can't miss a coin. So I'll just take it maybe a little slow. After doing a mini turbo in some corners, I should be alright. Perfect. Sub 30. I knew that could be a sub 30. Because if you get all the coins perfectly, never have to stop, nor do a whole lap again. Yeah. Under 30 seconds, very doable. That one's pretty fun. Now this is a cool one. Swamp Desert. We got a boss battle. Here's your chance to duke it out with a giant Pokey in Swamp Desert. Avoid its attacks and whack it 3 times to defeat it. This is one of the most unique tournaments in the whole game. This one's so cool. So I'm gonna pick Yoshi for this one, and I'm gonna pick up... actually, does this count as off-road? You know what? We'll just pretend it does and pick the Dolphin Dasher, because when else are we gonna use a Dolphin Dasher? This thing is good for off-road, and that's mainly it. This tournament, I believe, first aired October 2008. And I remember playing this one back in the day. This one was so cool. So just giant Pokey. Just feels like a boss battle from the Galaxy games. You get a bomb? Throw it at its head. Do that 3 times and win. Tricks you up though because he starts growing more pieces of his body the more damage you do. And it gets thrown around the arena as an obstacle. They're really taking the definition of tournament and just really twisting it, because this is not a tournament. This is just a mission for Mario Kart DS. But hey, I'm not complaining about that, because that was one of the best parts of Mario Kart DS. And they recreated that kind of stuff, in terms of experience here, with timed events, unfortunately. So if you weren't here during the day of playing these, unfortunately, you can't play them anymore in the official game. That's where this mod showcases come into play. Tournament Museum is a fantastic way of playing these things so far. Alright, come on, come on, come on, give me that before I get hit. And GG's. Okay, I guess I need one more hit. Where's another item box? I thought he was dead. There we go. Just nuked myself in the process, but that's fine. What a shot. Cinematic. And now we're back to boring. Luigi Race Race versus Race. Look, after you go from fighting a giant thwomp in the desert and just racing on one of the most basic courses in the game with a Wii Wheel Kart Only challenge, yeah, how do you top that? Mediocrity. Wii Wheel and Karts Only race is underway at Luigi Circuit. There are no items in this race, so use the Slip Streak to take first place, aka a draft. And since it's Kart Only, we're kind of limited. We'll use Sprinter, since this is just nothing but speed. Get rid of the nunchuck again. Get out that hunk of plastic. Because I don't have to worry about the wheelies with this thing, because carts. Maybe I can actually drive here in front of me without having to worry about hitting the mic. And we're already off to a bad start. Thanks, Wario. The fact that he got the draft off someone else, now I can't catch up. I wanted the draft off of him, and he left. There we go. That's all you can really do in this race, because there are no shortcuts you can take here without mushrooms. So unfortunately, I have to just rely on good driving and getting some drafts off the CPUs. Dude, why can't I get the draft off DK? Come on, man. I don't think taking that turn's any faster that the other two CPUs are doing. Yeah, because we're getting a lot of speed, Funky and I, over here on the boost pads. And I just gotta catch Bowser Jr. He's one of the best middleweight characters as well. I think he's supposed to be the second best next to, you know, Daisy obviously being number 1 on that class. GG's, guys. Luigi wins. This one I might not do again with the standard controller, because there's no difference between using an actual analog stick and the Wii wheel for this one. So I'll probably just move on after this one. You get the idea. Plus, it's honestly, to me, these ones are kind of boring. You're just racing against standard CPUs. No items on this one. Luigi Circuit's one of the worst courses in this game. It's an okay course, but there are just so many better courses in Mario Kart Wii. So to put you on this track with no items and only the carts, that sucks. Not a good challenge. Don't like that one. That first happened in October 2008 as well, so we literally followed up the Thwomp Desert Challenge with Luigi Circuit like 2 weeks later. And it was like, nah. Bring back that Thwomp. Bring back that desert. That was the way to go. And now another coin challenge. Grab coins hidden in the fallen leaves of Maple Treeway. Lickler loves coins too. Wait, he does? Oh, well, don't get trampled by him. Oh, I didn't mean to hit back. Put down my remote so I can get my cord out for the classic controller here. Alright, let me see. Who else should I use? This one's best for overall like movability and handling, so I'll pick a lightweight probably for this. Toadette. Again, you want to pick a bike just to make it easier to move. Well, actually, I was saying before, Quacker is pretty good off-road, but I think it's alright on off-road now thinking about it. Because I know, yeah, when you look at the stats, you can really see it. It's Magic Cruiser that's considered the best off-road vehicle in this game. It's really, really solid. So we use the Bit Bike instead, because when we're using the Bit Bike, like this thing is not that great. It's alright. So this happened November 2008. So this was the November tournament for that year. Thankfully, we can see where all the coins are on the map. They're all kind of hidden in these patches of leaves. Nice ground star. You can just get those out of these patches sometimes. Nice, another one. Too fast. Problem with the ground stars, I'm going very fast. Getting all the ground stars today. Should be just this pile, the one on my left. I don't want to get hit by the wiggler though, so I'm going wide. And that's just the final one here. There we go. The one wheelie of the race. I picked this car mainly for the handling. I didn't care for wheelie. Alright, next up, N64 Mario Raceway, another time trial. But this one's weird because there are a lot of Pokies. Time trial is underway on N64 Mario Raceway. Golden Mushroom is the only item that appears, but shortcuts are also available. I like how they said it that way. It's like, by the way, we made shortcuts. The wording makes it sound like there are no shortcuts on the stage normally, which is very bizarre. I'm gonna pick Rosalina here because, again, she's the second best heavyweight from what I understand. A lot of people don't like using her because of one reason and one reason alone. That yellow star ball there, the Luma. People don't like using Rosalina because that thing never shuts up. Oh, I didn't even realize there's also oil slicks on this. But that's weird, because oil slicks aren't in the game normally. So that's where they get the data for custom tracks then. It's probably these tournament matches. Well, because I have nothing but a golden, I might as well take the biggest shortcuts in this track entirely. Where are the Pokies? There they are. They feature the Pokies on the thumbnail, and then there's like more oil slicks than Pokies. That's kind of weird. Man, I think I literally just time trialed this course yesterday in the N64 game because I needed footage of that. And I'm doing it again. It's not fighting against the staff ghost this time. I think those piranha plants are also slightly moved too. It's hard to tell. I want this to run out. Yeah, there you go, I got it. I really wanted this mushroom specifically. I'm gonna hold it though. See if I can use this maybe better timed. We'll see. I'm just gonna go around. It's got terrible. Yeah, that was actually really bad. Lap one I think was my cleanest lap. There you go, perfect. Now if I could have done that 3 other laps, good, but on lap 3 only, not great. It's an interesting course with all the oil slicks on, I won't lie. The Pokies are just kind of there though. Like they don't have much of a point to exist. This challenge, oh man, I remember this challenge being really cool. Wario's Gold Mine, bosses versus race. I don't think I got to play this back in the day. When I first saw someone play this mod and I saw them play this specific mission, I was like, holy crap. I missed out. Wiggle has made his way down to Wario's Gold Mine. Swerve around him in this time trial. Just when you think you've passed him, he'll dash ahead of you, so watch out. And you know we gotta use the same thing they use. Give me Wario. On the Wario bike. This is gonna be hard, because I think this is one of the few outside drift bikes. It's gonna be hard to control. This tournament first debuted in December of 2008. Well, this was near the end of the year. This is where I think I stopped playing the tournaments. There he goes. Our boy Wiggler. Takes up the whole field, man. I was like, dude, how am I supposed to get around this booty? This guy's too big. I don't want to get too close because I'm going to hit him and then flip out. Oh my god, he even does a trick. That was impressive. Okay, he doesn't damage you. He just pushes you back like a wall. Oh, I was really wanting the item. There's nothing over here, I think, right? Yeah, this is barren. Dude, he just parks in front of the goal. Come on. Like, down in front. I'm trying to move around you. Hello? Oh, okay. At least he doesn't knock me over the fence. This guy is so big. Oh, he does it again. So he just blocks the whole road in some cases. Gets rid of the bat speed though, which is nice. Get rid of all those swoops. Oh my god! Why did he stop there? He is taking up the entire road. That has to be his rubber band AI, because he wasn't moving until I passed him. Oh my god! Just swatted me away like a fly. So, this is cool, but it's not at its own form of jank, because, yeah, Wiggler's too big. I've seen this guy put in other Mario Kart Wii mods, and it actually works better on those, because the courses are way bigger than Mario's gold mine. This place is too small for Wiggler. Out of my way. And how did they use the inside bike, man? Or the outside drift bike? Give me an inside instead. Oh, he getting mad! Get in front of him before he screws this up, too. Get far, far ahead of him, because he gets over this ramp really fast. Oh, he's literally on my tail! He knocks me into the void. Wow. I didn't even have any chance there, because I got instantly hit on the minecart. Does he stop again? No, he just goes, so he won. I gotta do this again then, because I want to beat Wiggler. It doesn't matter for the tournament, because it's just recording your best time on the course. But I did technically lose because he swatted me straight into the pit. Thanks. Appreciate it. No, not Donkey Kong and his 3 mouths. I wanted Funky. By fire or fire. Just saying. Like I was telling me, he was behind me for a second when I'm behind Wiggler. Oh my god, don't get that close. I can't believe it, man. He is so large. Why is he so big? Man, to think he's a playable character in Mario Kart World now, and this guy's like 10 times the size of his Mario Kart World adaptation. I gotta go around. That's way too much booty for my liking. I gotta go around him to get the mushrooms. Okay, that was a bad turn. So that was user error there. I'll come in for the mushrooms again, I guess. I can pass him here, but I don't think that's such a great idea. It might be better just to let him stay in the front for a bit, and then get a good lead on him later. That's why I got the mushrooms, because he's just too big. But seeing Wiggler do a trick is really cool. I'm gonna just go this path, because he's just taking up the whole road. Still that mushroom from previous lap, that's good. I'm gonna use it right here. Now I'm not gonna grab him because there's no point. Oh, I missed the trick. Yeah, I should be able to keep a good pace in front of him because I believe all these tournaments are set on 150cc. So if that's the case, every time I'm wheeling, I'm doing max 96 kmh, so kilometers an hour. That's the fastest you can go in this game, from what I understand. You might actually not think about it. You might be barely going any faster. Or like, I heard the spear or the shooting star. One of those two. Might be the spear. I have to load up like a custom distribution to see that because I don't have a speedometer in this. Pretty much every Mario Kart distribution you play has a speedometer in the game, so you can see how fast you're actually driving. It's really good to know that for taking certain shortcuts, because you need a certain amount of speed. You got this item? Yeah, because another star, because then I can use this for the final ramp here. And GG's, Wiggler. Get wrecked. Who would have known? Playing this with the outside drift bike was almost a minute slower because I couldn't drive. Like inside drift is just the better mechanic in this game or something. Alright, DK Summit Gate Challenge. Pass through all the gates in DK Summit. Gate in the sky is key. Keep it pulling off awesome track. Okay, so just a good amount of sky ones. I'll play as Diddy Kong for this because I've already used Donkey. Why not? I really like how Diddy looks on the Sugar Scoot. This is not a great bike to use, but I'll use it. This happened also December 2008, so this was yet another follow-up from like a really cool challenge. Yeah, this one has pretty good handling. I think Diddy Kong in general is just a good handling character. But you have outside drift with the shooting star here, with the Sugar Scoot. Shooting Star would have been a good name, but that's already a different bike. Oh my god, dude. Outside drift is so bad. There is like a glitch you can use with outside drift. So it's good for certain courses in the game for time trialing, but that's like the only real use case. I know, like, I think, what was it, a month or so ago? It was very recent. They just found like a new tech on Luigi Circuit in this game, and it revolves around, I think, outside drift bikes. I think. I don't know exactly. Could be wrong on that one. I have to look at the trick. I know about the crazy thing you can do right now in Mushroom Cores with outside drift bikes, which just has you jumping sideways on the mushrooms, gaining like a real high amount of speed. Stuff you can't do normally. I think it's almost 100 kilometers an hour or something crazy like that. There we go, that's a much better turn. Don't drift for this, just go. Oh my god. I turn so well when I don't drift, and as soon as I drift, I can't move. It's just such a big difference. I gotta go around. Oh my god, I'm just gonna reset, man. This thing is so hard to control. Maybe we should just stop drifting. I want those mini turbos. There we go. Good lines. Keep it up. Oh my god, dude. I couldn't even match me. Oh my god. I can't control this thing. It's not even that bad to control. It's just as soon as I drift, my handling goes out the window. Oh my god, dude. Like, just to show you, this is how I move left and right, which is not that bad. Like, I'm easily able to turn left and right. As soon as I drift, look at how much harder it is to turn left. So I'm moving pretty sharply when I don't drift, and then when I do drift, not so much. This is why you don't really use outside. It's just so much harder to control with no actual benefit. It's kind of like Mario Kart 8 with inside drift. Ironically enough, it has the exact same issue, just in a different way. You don't want to use any of the inside drift stuff in Mario Kart 8 because it's just harder to control compared to outside drift, and it has no benefit. Just like with outside drift in this game. It's so weird. Well, okay, that's fine. Oh, I thought I was hitting Shy Guy there. And it was just like, yeah, all lined up in a straight line. Thank you. Because I can't control myself. Not bad. The ring challenges are kind of just ones. Like, they're not anything special. Toad's Factory Time Trial. Race in reverse on Toad's Factory in this time trial. Try busting out some tricks for those areas that seem impossible to clear. You know what's the funny thing? You can race backwards on certain courses in Mario Kart World. This course returns in Mario Kart World after a very long absence, and I don't think this is one of the courses you can go backwards on. It's very weird when you think about it, how this has a backwards variant in this game, but not in the game it comes back with. Since it's a time trial, I'm just gonna pick the actual TT combo choice. Funky, Flame. So normally you can't go backwards here, so they have to put a ramp here, but I do believe it's actually possible to go backwards on this course normally. You have to use a wall clip. So you're essentially glitching your way up the final area, but you can't get past this part. So you can only go so far backwards here. Track does need to be modified otherwise. No items in this though, I've noticed. Didn't say anything about no items. Oh, there you go, finally. Just a single mushroom though. I'll hold it. Because if anything, I should use it here. That's faster than using that ramp. Okay, arrows are still going my way. Funny enough, you don't normally want to hit the red arrows, but when you're going backwards, they're faster. Because normally they'll slow you down. There we go. Oh my god, really? I got clipped on something back there. I don't know what I got clipped on. Maybe the side of the wall. That's so unfortunate, because that was a really, really good lap too. And then I randomly got sucked down the void. Oh man, I hate when that happens. I'm resetting after that. That legit threw my flow right out the window. Wow, man, that's so dumb. Nice, got a low trick out of that. That's so much better than just doing a trick with the normal height out of it. Don't know if you can do a low trick off these ramps, but also I don't know if you should. Even if you can, would it actually make the gap? That's the only thing I don't think I would trust. Alright. Well, right there kind of shows an example of how these tracks were not really designed for you to go backwards, because I didn't get enough height off that ramp. That's surprising. That's a dev-intended ramp put in this track for this tournament to work, and yet that functioned like a custom track made by some random guy on the internet. Great. So there goes my time trial. I'm not resetting after that. You gotta keep the jank. There's no way. Oh my god, man. I almost feel like the backward tracks weren't fully tested before they were available as actual like tournaments, because that I feel like would have got caught in testing. Oh, I just bounced over the final speed booster. That's just a Mario Kart Wii thing, period. I'm holding down on the analog stick to get more height there, because I just don't trust that ramp now. Nah, that didn't really actually work. In fact, I got a spin drift out of that, which messed up my turn. Because the spin drift really sends you far left or right in the air, and that's not ideal in that turn. Yo, I hit the speed booster? Let's go. I don't think that actually mattered. Okay, that could have definitely been like a 215 if I didn't have to drive backwards on the backwards track. Oh man, again, that probably was not play tested. That was, I forgot to read that out. That was back in January 2009. Like, we're keep on like bumping up at this point to like a different month. Next one is also the same time period. Funky Stadium Coin Challenge. Collect all the coins scattered around Funky Stadium. The key is to collect the coins in the right order. Look at the map carefully to plot your path. Fun fact though, if you're playing this on Dolphin, you need to modify a setting because the map doesn't work correctly in Mario Kart. If you have, what is it? I'm looking at the settings here. It's under the hacks menu in Dolphin. If you have the texture cache set to fast, which is what the emulator is set to by default, the map doesn't work correctly. It will show you the track and your icons moving around, but if there's any collectibles on the map, good luck. They don't load correctly. So you have to set it to safe. That's one of the things I had to modify before I actually played this. You know what? We'll do standard bike L, because this feels like a dirt bike track. So this is one of the battle courses in the game. So I'm pretty familiar with this one. I think at this point, this is when I stopped playing all these tournaments online, so I'm not familiar with the actual tournament in question, though. There's another outside drift bike, which is very unfortunate. The next bike they give you to play with in this game is outside drift. Like, this is like the thing you start with, really. This thing handles like absolute crap. Oh, I think I got all the coins with that. So awkward. It worked. Oh, I didn't time the chain correctly, so I missed my mushroom. Where else am I missing coins? Is it just over here in the dirt patch? Yeah, it looks like it, so I'm caught up. Like, this one's not a terrible challenge. It's just the coin ones are also a little bit boring in comparison to some of the crazier stuff we've been seeing with these tournament challenges. So these ones are usually like, they're okay, but if you didn't have a chance to play one of these back in the day, it's not like you're missing much on coin collection. How did I miss that coin? It's literally the last one left. Because I got the sub 2 of how bad this was. Like, if you're doing these optimally, just use an inside drift bike. Maybe Daisy mock bike on this one. Probably the best way to go. Alright, Block Plaza time trial. There's a time trial underway in the Block Plaza. Pick the best route and avoid oil slicks and the Goombas. I'm trying to think, who haven't I... You know, I want to use something from like Mario Kart 64 Day, but like, who haven't I used on that? And unfortunately, the only answer left was Bowser. This is not a Bowser one, but I'm using Bowser. Because I'm still allowed to use bikes. I mean, our bike. I think these are like all outside of the spear and the flame runner. I think all these are outside drift. I'll try the Phantom next. This happened when... Alright, now we're in February 2009 territory. Because it counted as like an actual like time trial race, I start off with mushrooms. So these are the only items I'll get for the whole thing. Okay, I'm already like, nope, tap it out. I'll do Bowser, but not on that thing. Give me the flame runner, dude. I can't do outside drift. It's just so bad. Maybe with a cart, but not with a bike. It already feels miles better to use because I can actually turn. Oh, you can't jump over that? Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Hey, isn't there like a shortcut you can do on this track? I almost feel like right here. Well, if you don't randomly get an air pocket bounce, I'll try it again on a different lap because I'm gonna reset anyways. And I feel like you can get on top of one of these alternate paths with like a mushroom jump or something. Which would shave off a lot of time, like right here. Okay, maybe not. Don't get any tricks off these. I don't know where's a good place to use a mushroom in this. Because honestly, there's really not. Oh no. You know what? It doesn't really matter. Just get me out of here. You can really tell this course was never designed for a natural race because it's so congested. Trying to do anything here, that's why I had to instantly swap off of an outside drift bike. Because this course is very, very hard to control for a race standard with outside drift. So there's no way I'm actually making it through. Oh, moving those blocks there in the middle doesn't actually do anything for this. Ironically enough, might make it easier. Not a bad one. I like the idea of racing on these battle courses, but that one's kind of hard to navigate on, not gonna lie. Alright, GBA Bowser Course 3, Gate Challenge. Pass through the gates in order on GBA Bowser Castle 3 in this carts only challenge. Gates away on the other side of the jumps, so pull off tricks with skill. I'm gonna be dry bones with this one because I just used Bowser. Then we could use anything here, but you know what? We're gonna use literally one of the worst vehicles in the game. Why not? Don't mock the baby booster, otherwise you'll run to a wall. This thing's terrible. But it's a meme. Gotta use it just for the memes. Oh my god, I can't do low tricks with this thing. As soon as I try a low trick, I'm just dead. Okay, maybe not the baby booster. I need something with more speed, so I'm even worrying, can I even do this with dry bones? If I'm gonna do stuff like that, Unfortunately, it's a carts only, so that's where this becomes more complicated. All right, well, I'll keep the same character, but I'll do a Blue Falcon, because that at least gives me some extra speed. I'm used to playing this course with, you know, Mach Bike, Flame Runner, not this. Bring back the baby booster for something else because this course, yeah, I don't trust it. Oh my god. That's fine. Honestly, I was gonna miss the ring anyways. So, yeah, low tricks just really don't work with the ring challenges. Barely made it. It's because I need something better. than a cart for these low tricks. Too bad these challenges couldn't have been, you know, revamped so you can use the bikes, like how the Wii wheel can be revamped to use any controller instead of just a hunk of plastic. Can you believe back in the day, a lot of games had the sticker on them, on the box art, that said it's compatible with the Wii wheel? It's a hunk of plastic. Of course it's compatible with literally every game. I laughed when Tetris Party said it was compatible with the Wii wheel. Yes, I'm gonna play Tetris with a steering wheel. Thank you very much. There's no point. Almost every game under the sun did that for a while, and it was so dumb. Alright, here we go, another coin challenge. SNES Battle Course 4, which travels the fastest on this maze-like course. Really doesn't matter, actually. It's a pick-a-path. Thank God we're back to having these bikes. I'll use the Magic Cruiser now. That last challenge happened in February 2009. This one now is March of 2009, so oh my God, the coins. We advance in the future for a lot of this. I gotta say, like, which path is the fastest? It doesn't matter. You gotta take them all anyways, because of coins. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't have, like, the sharpest drift. I'll use my Final Mushroom here, I think, at some point. Because this kind of feels like a good spot for it. I don't think I'm going through any more off-road. It was just that beginner cut, and I wasn't expecting them to give me a mushroom for it. There we go. And that's why I use Magic Cruiser. I was just able to do a wheelie through the dirt patch, no problem, because this thing's great off-road. Alright, next up should be this one, N64's Bowser Castle. This one's unique. Wish I would have played this back in the day. Boss versus race. Challenge Dry Bowser to a one-on-one race in N64's Bowser Castle. Watch out for his wicked fire breath and go for the goal in this carts only tournament. It doesn't matter who you pick because of it being carts only. We'll fight him with his son. I think that'd be fitting. I'm not gonna use Dry Bowser for this because that's like fighting yourself in a mirror. Doesn't really work. Go Wild Wing. I just noticed we're actually dropping some frames. Might want to wait here a second if that's the case, because I want people to actually see this. Which I've been noticing that's been happening here and there tonight, which is a little annoying. Don't know what's the root cause. I apologize. I will say this area's been having internet issues as of late, which has been kind of annoying. Although it's funny, I'm not dropping anything on my side, so it might not be a me problem for once. Does that happen on both sites? Or is that just one? I think it's just one. Oh, yeah, I think Twitch might be having problems, because I'm dropping frames on Twitch, but not on YouTube. At least according to what I'm seeing. Weird. If that's true. I've never experienced that before. Well, it seems to be back now, so I don't know what the heck's going on. It might be a site problem for once, which I'm fine with. That means I don't need to make angry phone calls. Thanks. So this is what the challenge is about here. Dry Bowser, if you're behind him, he shoots you with fireballs. If you get in front of him, he will also do the same thing, but it's 3 spread shots behind him. And then 1 forward, if I'm not mistaken, when you get in front of the character. So drafting here is very risky to do. But he can do it too, so it doesn't matter if I get in front of him with a draft, he will get in front of me with a draft later. Oh, he took all my items. Random banana peel, sure. I think he also gets those items and drops them once in a while, but what's with the random banana peel? Trying to see if he'll throw a fireball forward, so then you can see it when I look behind me, but unfortunately right now he's not doing anything. Can I go for shortcut? Yeah. Although it's not as ideal to do with a cart because, yeah, you're just not able to make that tight turn. Because that is an inside drift exclusive kind of shortcut. There he goes, shooting fireballs in front of him. Just a single fireball, though. And he just got me like frame one. Dude, that went through my bananas. So what was the point of getting bananas? Like this shark? Oh, come on. I forgot the bushes in this game are solid. So they act like a wall. I can't get through these. It's not like other objects where you just bounce them in front of you when you have a star. You just hit it, and that's it. Now you're parked. Got it. I really didn't want him to get the item box. I'm glad I got it. Where'd he go? Oh, I think he fell. Huh. Sure, works for me. I can just green show him from here. I'm surprised that actually worked. I'm gonna do this again. This is a great spot to farm for a speed item. Although now it's not stars. If I'm behind him, I guess I get a star. If I'm in front of Bowser, just a single mushroom. He gets the star though, because I can hear star music behind me. Dude, it's so nice to be able to make that turn normally in this game, because that turn on the actual N64 version of this course, on that version of the game, sucks. Because like every time I tried to make that turn with a drift on Mario Kart 64 in this course, I'm just bonking walls. This game has so much better handling compared to 64, because that game, unfortunately, is kind of aged like milk. Alright, here we go. Next one, GCM Waluigi Stadium is a gate challenge. Drive through the gates in GCM Waluigi Stadium. Get the crowd going, but pull off some wild tricks. Which really doesn't matter, but I will do that. Did I use? No, I don't think I used Shooting Star. I think the last heavyweight bike I haven't used. This, I think, is the best outside drift bike in the game, but again, it's outside drift, so it's hard to control. This course I really felt, though. Like, I played this back in the day in the GameCube with Mario Kart Double Dash, and then I played this version of the course in Mario Kart Wii. This just feels so much better in Wii. And 8 Deluxe as well. Like, this course just feels made for the trick system. So it's kind of funny how this course came 2 games too early. Because once it was in Wii, it kind of felt like it was at home. Like, not to say this is a bad course on Double Dash. It's actually one of the best courses from that game. That's why it keeps on coming back over the years. But it feels way better when you do tricks. I got it! But at what cost? My precious time, that's what. I'm legit shocked that ring I was able to drive through in any way, because that shouldn't have worked. That was so sketchy. Alright, next up, DS Peach Garden Time Trial. I forgot to mention that last one. I don't even remember where I stopped. I think SNES Battle Course 4 I mentioned. That was March 2009. So then the Bowser one that we did before was also March. That last challenge was April 2009, so this is also April. So now we're in the April 2009. We're just shy of 1 year into Mario Kart Wii's lifespan with these tournaments. Race through DS Peach Garden in this time trial, dodging chain jumps and Monty Moles along the way. Chain jumps hold the mushrooms, so grab a bunch to earn your best time. And if for whatever reason you're picking Birdo. It's like, there's no reason. And Sneakster, because also, I don't know why. Sneakster's not bad, but if you gotta use a bike, maybe use the Mach bike and not the Sneakster. Because Sneakster just doesn't really have that great of stats. It's alright, but Mach bike kind of just outclasses it. And we're kidding about the chain chomps being loose because there's so many here. The chain chomp infestation. Well, that's why I didn't really care for the Sneakster, because this thing doesn't have great handling. So I just drive into walls if I'm not careful. Well, so much for my mushroom. Oh my god, I did not know you were gonna turn around. That's the worst timing for that. Hey, this is just a minefield of chain chomps. The Monty-Moles are way easier to dodge by comparison, because when they are in the dirt, they can't hurt you. It's only when they jump out. So when you're driving on the dirt paths, it don't really slow you down that much. And they're very easy to avoid thanks to that little mechanic. Oh, I missed those item boxes, because I think that was gonna give me a mushroom. I'm gonna take this wide because I don't trust my turn. I'm gonna go around, see if I can grab that item box. I really don't want to get hit there. Taking that very slow. Already knowing this guy's gonna turn when he gets to the end of the path. I'm just taking that real wide. Give me this. Come on. Oh, I missed the item box. That's actually really bad for this turn, because not having a mushroom for this turn is really slow. No matter if it's this game, DS, or even Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Alright, I got a mushroom, so I'm gonna hold this for the bushes up ahead. Unless... yeah, there you go, I got another one. That's worth taking the extra slowdown there. Okay, well, it could have been a little bit better if I didn't hit, like, what, 4 chain chomps on the first lap? That first lap was just learning. I didn't get hit by a Monty Mole a single time. At most, I clipped the back of my tire, I think on, like, 1. But that's it. Alright, here we go. Next one, 25. So, we're roughly halfway through all these. Luigi Circuit versus race. Sun is setting on Luigi Circuit and a race is underway. Bomb cars are driving the laps around the course, so be careful not to get blown up. I'm gonna use the Quacker for this one, because I haven't used this bike yet. So this happened May 2009, which, fun fact, for whatever reason, this was the only time this challenge was featured for the tournaments. I don't know why. It's a simple race. It's just Luigi Circuit, but now it's Sunset. And then there's bomb cars. So I don't know why this one didn't come back again. It's kind of weird, but this is one of the very few challenges that was a one and done. Happy 1 year anniversary on the Mario Kart Wii. We're at that 1 year mark now. So at this point in time, here's how you celebrate. Luigi Circuit. Oh boy, my favorite. Want the item. CPUs are really bad with these bomb cars. I couldn't even finish that sentence before someone drove into one. They're really bad with these things because they just drive straight into them. Their AI pathing just doesn't take account for these things to exist. Am I missing that item box every time I drive straight? I think I should turn a little bit more to the left to start. And I'll just chill back here because everyone's gonna run into the very first car. I still missed. Dude, I just want an item box. Not getting an item box in Mario Kart is so terrible. Oh my god. Alright, well. I'm not gonna reset again because I've been doing that way too much. Okay, maybe now I will, because again, not getting an item box hurts my soul. If I got the item, I would have continued that. Yo, let's go. Just don't hit a car now. Or get near the CPUs when they hit cars. I can keep this for all 3 laps, because if this is like any normal item roulettes, then I don't think I'm getting any more mushrooms. So I'll play this like a time trial. Just gotta watch this happen in real time. Oh, nobody drove in those bomb cars. I am shocked. 2 sets of CPUs drive straight in the middle of 2 sets of cars. That is impressive. They're actually avoiding them now. Way better than how the race first began somehow. Oh, I almost drove into that car on my own. Oh, I thought I got a hot dodge. I just really wanted to keep the mushrooms, so I tried it. That's unfortunate. You can dodge a POW by just doing a trick, but you can get something called a hop dodge, which bypasses the mechanic altogether. And if I was able to do that, stay away from me, then I would have been able to keep my mushroom. What a way to end, driving the bomb. This is much better than cart only, no item, Wii wheel. Because what were they thinking with that challenge? That was the worst one we played yet. Now we're getting to an interesting one. This was a better way of celebrating the 1 year anniversary. Chain Shop Wheel, coin challenge. Collect all the coins on Chain Shop Wheel in this Wii wheel only tournament. Collect all the coins using items to your advantage. So that means we need this thing. So now let me pick a character that I can actually drive with, if that's gonna be the case. No, go back. This middleweight. Of course, Daisy has 2 of the 3 categories, am I right? Get the jet bubble. This one's pretty easy to control. I think that makes my hitbox bigger, so it might be easier to grab all these coins. Then I also don't have to worry about the chain shop. But unfortunately, I can't drive through it. I just bonk my head on it. And then I get squished, because that thing might as well also count as a Mega Mushroom. Thankfully, if I'm shrunk down, Mega Mushroom will just putting that to full size, and then some. Like, this one's cool. This is another battle arena. So playing like this is a very interesting way for like a standard kind of race format like this. Like, this is one of the few coin challenges I don't mind, because it's also a little bit of an obstacle course because of this giant chain chomp in the middle. And that's it. This one I wouldn't do again without standard control, because honestly it'd be the same. My wheel! This is the hunk of plastic I don't want to play compared to the dollar store version of it. That one, we don't care about in this house. It's the little Timmy controller. Just give it to little brother. Alright, number 27, Grumbo Volcano Time Trial. Compete in a time trial and reverse Grumbo Volcano in this carts only tournament. The jump platforms are the key and pull off those tricks. So it's not only reverse, but it's also carts only. Unfortunate. What other character have we not used up to this point? I think it's just the two babies. Because I've used everyone else, so at this point we're going to just start having repeats. I'll use Baby Luigi. Since this is carts only. Tiny Titan, why not? This thing is goofy. It's not that great to control if I remember correctly, but it's not that bad. This happened in June 2009, so this is a little over the 1 year anniversary mark now. The Mario Kart Wii. I do wonder something on this. Does the Ultra Shortcut work here? For this track? On reverse? I kinda wanna try it. But not here. Not with this vehicle. Trying to think where the mushrooms would be good to use. What's also with like the random blue things on the map? Is that supposed to be the signs? I'm gonna have to assume so. Yeah, why do I have a feeling the Ultra Shortcut still works on this? Why do I have a feeling? We're gonna try it after this. And I'm gonna explain it as I try it, because if it doesn't work, then I'll load up a video of it, or even like go in the main game or something. Oh god, I gotta back up. There's no way I make this otherwise. This is jank. Very jank. Well, there goes my mushroom. There's no way of making it through the tiny ramps. You need these big ramps. Nice hop. I almost fell right in the drink with that. Gotta get like a drift out first. Same here. I like the idea of these backwards courses, and I do wish these were just a normal thing in Mario Kart Wii, so you could just ride these without having to rely on a tournament mode that was pretty short-lived for some of these challenges. Like, this one was here like 4 times, so they used this like almost every year for a bit. It was in 2009, skipped 2010, then May of 2011, August 2012, and November of 2013, right before they shut down these tournaments for good. So just for whatever reason, skipped 2010. But pretty much every other year, Weekend at 24 was a thing. Yeah, this was here. Alright, now I need to pick a good kart character combo. I think Baby Luigi's still the best pick for this. I just need something with like much better handling. I think the Cheap Charger might be my pick. 'Cause it still needs decent speed, but this is probably what I need. Because I have a very strong feeling that this ultra shortcut is probably still a thing. It's even easier to achieve now because they give you a ramp. Alright, let's see if this works. I'm not driving in reverse. You're driving in reverse. Alright, how does this... Oh, surprisingly, it doesn't work because of Lakitu here. No matter which direction I'm driving, Lakitu thinks I am going in reverse, which is wrong. Okay, there we go. I got him away. Now let's try it. Except I'm driving the wrong way for this ultra cut. If it works, it works. I think it might actually work still. Oh my god. Too fast, too fast. I think I can make that without a mushroom, but I'm not going to chance it. Perfect. Now drive this way a bit without falling off, mind you. The problem is with this trick, you can drive on this outside wall, sure, but it's extremely bumpy. So it's very easy to get some random airtime, which is what's happening every time I land up here. I'm not used to doing this in reverse too. So that's also throwing me off. Because I gotta remember, I gotta turn around in a different pattern here to see if this even counts. I swear, if this still works, I'm gonna laugh. I don't think it does. It's pseudo-patch because it seems like the mechanic of the ultra shortcut works, but how could I like go back here maybe? Yeah, no, it's not working. Interesting. So in the vanilla version of the track, when you're driving it forwards, you can get on this rock up here and then just like drive around in a circle, and then it counts your laps. But here it doesn't work, which is funny. Because Lakitu would be the only thing I thought would screw with that trick. But that's not the case. So driving that track in reverse, funny enough, fixes an ultra shortcut. Because you can beat that track in like 30 seconds. I'm not even kidding. Just by driving around in 3 circles. That easy. Alright, Spiky Top Men Challenge. They're back again from Mario Galaxy, ready to fight. Push them off the edge to win, watch out for the outer ring. Same as like one of the earlier challenges. We'll use Peach later. I gotta use Mario here. And find him on the Super Blooper. When am I gonna use Super Blooper? How about now? This happened in... where is it? Because this was like one of the earlier ones on my list. This version was June 2009. Oh, we're still in the June timeline. Now, compared to the first time we did this challenge, there's more top men, as you can tell with the score going up to 6. That's not fair. I want you to go this way. Thank you. I need another item. That's unfortunate. I might have been able to knock the guy off. I had 4 mushrooms, but that's just not happening. Oh, come on. They body blocked each other. I'm just gonna get away from the top men. Oh, I can't turn because of this thing bouncing around so much. Oops! Drove too far. Although you can see the bones down below, so this is just space junk. Not so surprised, this is just based on the space junk galaxy, you know, galaxy itself. I can't move because of these bouncing platforms. It's legitimately eating all my speed. Oh God, that's terrible. And there are item boxes down there, so that's funny. Get him out of here. There, we win. That's just jank when you're dealing with the bouncing platforms when they're shaking this violently, because you just can't move normally. Bouncing around kind of like resets your height value and your speed, so that's why I'm not able to drive. And when I boost, it might as well be like I'm in the air. I can't do anything. All right, next challenge, Tournament 29. Collect the coins scattered around GCM Peach Beach. Avoid the cataquacks and grab coins quickly as you can. This happened July 2009, and now I get to use Baby Peach, saving her for this occasion. And I pretty much use all the bikes. Almost all. You know what? You have a redemption arc. This is it. Like how they just threw all the coins like right in the middle of the water paths. Like, ah, good enough. This is the whole course. Although this cataquack's gonna make this coin kind of annoying. It's kind of like right on top of it. What's the point in giving me a shell if I can't even hit the cataquacks with it? Need better aim. You have that as an item? There we go. Now the coins are kind of like spread all over the place, so I just can't drive in a circle anymore. It's unfortunate. I really wish they gave me something better than just a single green shell for an item here. Like, give me a star. Really getting that Mario Sunshine energy out of this course. Oh my God, dude. Almost there, almost there. And we're good. Still got the 130, surprisingly. I saw that. Can't hide that random cataquack from me at the ending. That's just a troll move. All right, page number 4, we're almost there. Challenge 30, DS Yoshi Falls versus race. DS Yoshi Falls infested with trampoline mushrooms and a Wii wheel is underway. Yeah, so we combined the mushrooms with a Wii wheel only tournament again. Great, everyone's favorite. Am I right? What do you mean no one wanted this? You're the last character I know I have to use, so I'm gonna avoid you and use me. And it's not me, it's the bootleg me, because I don't have any me's on the simulator. We'll use the Zip Zip. There's no difference between the two different costumes, by the way, in terms of stats. Some people actually think that me costume A and B have like different stats. Because they're technically different characters, but they're the same thing. This really didn't need to be a Wii Wheel challenge, by the way. Case in point, why? I don't know why this is a Wii Wheel challenge. This makes 0 sense. To be motion control only with how bad mushrooms are to control in the base experience with a standard controller. So yeah, let's just combine that with extremely inaccurate motion control with some of the sharpest turns known to man. This first turn is horrible. And I tried to do a wheel like 3 different times, and all 3 times, nope. Okay, I was gonna really be confused there if that did not come back. Oh my God, how'd I make that? I'm just gonna start using this here. I'm so far back. Like, half the course is blocked off because of these mushrooms. That's not making it. See, even the CPUs can't make this. Why? Why, man? Just why? Oh, at least I got the POW dodge, I guess. I'm waiting for the item. That's not working. This is so terrible. How do we make a good course worse? Mushrooms. Ah, genius. Put it in the game today. Not giving me like mushrooms right now when I gotta deal with this. I literally can't use them. Oh, how did I not even make it? Dude, this is a terrible challenge with the Wii wheel. I'm gonna get last at this rate. I guess second to last. Oh, hang on, sorry. I gotta squeak out the 10th because I got bullet bill. The game felt so bad I was using one of these. Yep. I'm doing that one again with a good old actual controller. That's right. To play this one, you gotta cheat. Here's the one time I'll actually use a different costume. Why not? It's standard driver outfit. It goes to like a Mario costume. If you use me outfit B, it's like the only difference. It's neat. That's also kind of necessary. Can I just say though, shout outs to this Tournament Museum mod just having everything unlocked from the very beginning on the license. Because how else are you gonna lock these things, right? We'll just have it there by default. Great move. Oh, wow. I went straight on and I still was too far off to the side. Boo! That was mine, Boo! Come on. And I think the other July 2009 tournament was just kind of alright at best because it was a coin collection that was not really that special. And then you got this. Hear about the coin collection one because at least that one works. I feel like the mushroom ones are just not play tested. Because again, I'm using a mod of Mario Kart Wii to show off these tournaments, but these were all officially made by Nintendo Tracks. These were distributed back in the day on the Wii servers for you to play. This is official track design from Nintendo. That is kind of a stupid thing to say out loud when you're seeing this jank. Like, this is not properly designed. Hence why it's not in the game as like a proper unlockable or anything. It was just like a fun little thing they slapped together for a little mode they had running for 2 weeks. That's it. Wow, I actually got a golden back here this time. That's not gonna work, so I'm just gonna take the respawn. You can't boost at all in these mushrooms. If you do, you're just dead. No, come on. How did I get such a wide turn off of that? I went on the mushroom straight ahead. Oh. That feel when you can't drive the course normally and then the CPU target shocks you, and what is this respawn point? Hello? Oh, I'm just resetting on that one. This is legitimately, I think so far, one of the worst ones. Which is funny, one of the last times I said that, it also evolved around mushrooms. I'm seeing a common denominator here for what is some of the worst challenges that they introduced in this tournament mode. It's all related to mushrooms. Oh no, it's a bad place. It's not like I don't care and want a good item here or something. And it doesn't matter when you physically can't make the jump. I'm gonna actually change. I'll keep the character, but I'm changing the bike. That's bad. I don't know, like, how you're supposed to do that with anything but inside. Inside drift almost feels mandatory for how these mushrooms are just like on sharp bank turns. And then, like, pretty much every CPU in here is using a cart, so good luck to all those CPUs. Instantly better when I have proper handling. Who would have guessed? It's just best not to trick off that second mushroom at all, because that's just gonna send you right into the void if you do that. So I'm not even bothering. Just bounce off it normally. A little bit of a spin drift off that last one. Get a nice sharp turn by doing so. Yeah, instantly, as soon as you learn not only how the mushrooms work in this, but also get an inside drift bike, this one's actually playable. That is insane. And you're supposed to do that with a Wii wheel? Why? Like, this is near unplayable with the Wii wheel. Thank God this tournament museum mod lets you play with a standard controller. It's the only way that one's playable. God, all right, next one. There's a crab infestation on GBA's Shy Guy Beach. They're everywhere. Use items on the course to knock out the crustacean creeps. With the dead turtle, because why not? On the honeycoop too. This one doesn't matter because it's gonna be like this small encapsulated area. That's it, like this is it. August 2009 this happened. Kill crabs. I think this is like the worst item. So I guess they're all predetermined. Middle's green shells, right one's bomb, left one's star. Green shell and star are good. I don't know what you're gonna do with that bomb. That might hit multiple sidesteppers at once, but good luck. I think star is like the best pick, because that's so easy to run over so many of these things. Because the bomb you're overshooting with, so that's why I don't think that's a good one. They're also respawning, so thankfully you don't have to kill every single crab you see. That's good. I'm surprised it didn't hurt me. That one did though. Like if you drive into it super slow, it doesn't hurt you. Into the drink. Not bad, just never use the bomb, because that is so hard to aim with, I missed every shot. Bowser Castle Time Trial. Test your time trial skill in a harder version of Bowser Castle. Nothing too crazy, just drive. This happened August 2009 in the game. Again, we're really just reading those first ones. By the way, that DS Yoshi Fall Challenge we did with the mushrooms, can you believe that only appeared in the game once? I can. That one sucked. I can see why they didn't bring that one back. Oh, okay. Thought I could make that. Once you get squished, GG's the mushrooms. I think I might want to take this turn a little more wide because of this thwomp. I don't trust it. Okay, I got a really weird turn there. That was very odd. As soon as I landed, I couldn't just move. I want to keep my mushrooms, so that's why it's best to just reset. I would love to try to go for the big shortcut on this course because it's super cool to see, but I don't know how to do it. So I don't know if I even should attempt it. Should I give it like one attempt? Because I kind of like know the fundamentals. We'll see. Try it, like right here. Yep, okay. And that's why we're not doing it. Because I don't know how it works. I've seen people play this game. So I've seen the big shortcut there in Bowser Castle. You hit that rightmost boost pad and it sends you up in such a way that you can just clip up the staircase. And like the final roundabout turn you see there on the map. It saves a lot of time. It's like what, maybe 2.5 seconds? Close to 3, something like that. It's a big shortcut. But if you don't know how to do it, it wastes a lot of time, especially if you fail it. And then again, with that weird bounce. I hit the ground in a weird way, I just can't turn. This section is a little janky, not gonna lie, always has been. Because of coming off of these little like trick ramps. There we go, that's what you're supposed to do if you don't want to actually get caught on the stupid thing. So don't trick off the trick ramp at first. And then from there, you can trick off the second one, it's not a big deal. You don't want to trick off the first one? Why are there random boxes here? Hello? They're just boxes in the middle of the floor. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll explain how you make it through the center room easier again by actually going through it. It's good to know that there's just random boxes on that spiral now. This is one I have not played, because again, I did play some of these tournaments back in the day, but after the first like 3 or 4 months, that's when I was not playing this game as much anymore. I kind of like dabbled on things here and there. So I was playing it, but I did miss like some of these tournaments. Alright, so don't trick off the first one, trick off the second one. I'm surprised I didn't whack the thwomp there. It's fine, that's why I saved the mushroom, because I'm not sure where to use them yet because of this course design. It's very different from normal in all the wrong ways. I don't care for this one too much because it's nothing different from normal Bowser's Castle, except let's just put more things. That's an out of bounds, are you kidding me? I didn't know that. I thought it would just be an invisible wall there. I was saying, like, this course is just, let's just put more junk all over it. There's difficulty, which is never my favorite in a kart racer. Like, if we're just gonna make it harder by just randomly adding junk in the middle of the floor, that's just annoying to drive on. I'll use the mushroom here. That might be a better place to hold my mushrooms for. There we go. Now just go through these boxes around the middle. A little awkward, I'm getting a little airtime off of that. So I'm trying to do a low trick, but instead I'm doing a spin drift. These bats weren't there on lap 1. That's also new, because I don't think swoops are actually here normally. They're just randomly all over the place. Okay, that's how you can tell. This is just a new addition because it's funny. How did that not count? I'm just gonna keep it at this point because I want to get a move on. Again, I don't care for this one. This one's just okay, but it's nothing that I would want to replay on repeat or anything. Okay, thought I could make that. Yeah, swoops just being here for lap 2 and 3 are just so weird. It doesn't make any sense. They're not a hazard to begin with, and then they are later? Why? Alright, well that was a good turn. The more I'm playing this, though, the more I'm getting re-familiar with a lot of different, like, Mario Kart Wii mechanics and just how to drive in general in this game. Because this is kind of a hard game to really master. It has a lot of tech in it. So, not the most beginner-friendly game to pick up, I will say, because you gotta know, like, how to do wheelies. Low tricks are pretty important in a lot of areas, so you maintain a lot of speed without getting too much height. Spin drifts, so you can make sharp turns in the air. There's even TF inputs, which is essentially the same idea as a spin drift, which is more aggressive. So there's a lot of things you know. I don't even know how to do like TF input, so you're never gonna see me do that. Alright, here we go. Tournament 33. Bikes only race is underway on GCN Cookie Land. Compete with the babies on bikes. Forks in the road are keys to victory. Like I said, babies are on bikes, and you play literally every character, so nice to point out the 4 baby characters for some reason. Alright, that last one was August 2009. This only ran once in September 2009. And it's funny that this is a bikes-only race. Oh, because they shouted out the babies. They use Baby Daisy Quacker here from what I'm seeing in the thumbnail, so I'm just going to use this. It's nothing but babies, including me. So it's weird to see 2 baby daisies now. And we're both on Quacker, so one of us has to change. I was having a feeling, but I couldn't move. She popped that like really close to us. That's, oh, I'm getting Mario Karted here. I guess that's the one good thing of sucking so much. I was so far away, the POW didn't affect me. Dude, really? Of all the things that end this, it was a thundercloud? Not only does that not help me, I instantly pass it so I don't get the speed boost anymore, and I need an item to actually attack with. Well, I guess the babies aren't the solution. This is the equivalent of the adult riding the kiddie toys right now at like a theme park. Like, alright, here you go, 20-year-old man is on the roller coaster for the 5-year-olds. Oh, come on, wheelie bump. I don't miss that about Mario Kart Wii. Getting bumped while on wheelies. Alright, good. Baby Daisy hit that. Perfect. Yeah, because this course is so short, I need to do everything possible to trap these CPUs in such a way that I can at least keep my lead. God, man. Funky Kong becoming the bully over here. Hey, whatever works. I got me the win, so that's the time I want to put on the leaderboard. That's so funny. This also was like the only time this was ran, and I don't know why, because that one's actually fine. GCM Mario Circuit here. Now it's crawling with enemies in this challenging time trial. Watch out for the piranha plants. Hurry past them to sneak by. Or just drive really fast. Because there's no sneaky by a piranha plant in this game. This one ran in October 2009. This game I like 4 times. Like, challenges like this, I guess Nintendo favored for a while. Pretty simplistic, but time trials are pretty easy for them to put out because I had to do like the bare minimum here. Like, this course just has more piranha plants here and there, but that's it. And then like the chain chomp thing in the beginning. Do I only get that one box? Really? There's like no other items here. Why? Why? Why is it the one singular mushroom? That's kind of dumb. Surprised they even bother with an item if it's only gonna be the one mushroom. Which now, kind of want that. Okay. Doesn't help these 2 chain chomps are spread out so far. It's very likely you're gonna hit them both. They're in the worst spots known to man. Seriously, a single mushroom for the entire lap. That is insanely stupid. At least give me like a triple mushroom pack there. That would be more useful than one. I can only use it for that one shortcut and then call it a day. Sure. I forgot how wide these piranha plants hitboxes are. You can be nowhere near them and they still clap you. Case in point. This one's jank. I don't care for this one. The singular item, stupid. At least give me like 3 mushrooms to start if you're just gonna do this. Then I don't have to worry about getting the item box. The same idea at that point. These piranha plants are also kind of annoying to deal with. They're not hard, per se. They're just in, like, the worst spots. So they're just annoying. Like, I'm taking this turn so wide because that piranha can just hit you from almost anywhere in the course. Oh, come on! I was out of his vision. He turned around to hit me. Just barely made it past that second chain chomp. Don't trust you. I just have trust issues with you, I swear. Alright, I'll take the speed loss there and get hit with a second chain chomp. This course is not normally that hard to drive, but again, all these enemies are in some of the worst spots. No, that's gonna, yeah, hit me right in the grass. That was not even me trying to avoid the piranha that time. That was a really bad turn. Got like no speed out of it too. Oh, I'm gonna get chomped. Yep. I'm gonna have to back up because I'm right in front of this guy's mouth. God, this one was terrible. Like, again, I feel like some of these tournaments Nintendo didn't really fully playtest before they released them back in the day. Because there were Piranha Plants almost like right next to each other. So, very, very thin line to drive. Not great. Daisy Circuit Gate Challenge. Swiftly clear each of the gates in the figure 8 corners of Daisy Circuit. You know what it takes to make it through these crazy turns? AKA, please get Daisy Mach Bike. You're gonna need that tight turning. This one was occurring back in October 2009. So it's just this. Oh my god, dude. Seriously, I bounced on the thing. I hit the top of the ring. That's so dumb that these have hitboxes. I'm gonna say. This one is just the inner ring, from what I'm seeing here. There we go. Because I got air out of the bounce there from landing. I bounced right back onto the stupid ring. That's the only item I get. A ground mushroom to start this. Interesting. And you need that ground mushroom because there's no way to get up the stair shortcut here, because this counts as off-road. Yeah, I'm glad I picked Daisy for this one. Daisy Mach is the way to go for this because of all these sharp turns. When they flat out say that in the description, can you make these crazy 8 turns? Like, yeah, okay. Mach Bike, please. And it's kind of the same thing, though, every time I go around. So it's just drive these very specific lines for essentially 3 laps. Because that didn't change at all. That was the same exact pattern 3 times in a row. That was okay, but can you believe that's the only thing you play in tournament mode for 2 weeks? Yeah, no thanks. A race is underway on the sunny, sandy, dry ruins. Mushroom type items are the only ones available. Maybe the Pokies will show you where to use them? I know where to use them. I've seen this game played a time or 2. This was the only time they ran this tournament, and that was in November of 2009. So this was a one-time only mode. And it's an actual race, too, surprisingly. Based on that description, you wouldn't think this was a race. You would think it'd be another time trial. I was gonna say, what do we mean by mushrooms only? It's just literally the mushroom items. So I get single, double, or goldens. Ah! And a mega, which I found out the hard way. Only a single mushroom, though? Oh. Oh, Bowser, get away from me. I'd rather miss an item than to get squished right now. I want to go for a mushroom here. Get away from me. That's why I got the mushroom. Mega? Can I do this shortcut with a mega? That's a nope. Okay. I'm just gonna do the basic one then. There's a big shortcut you can do at the end, but I need actual mushroom for it. No, I didn't get glitched. That's bad. You can like glitch off the side of that wall and kind of stick to it for a minute, and that's what people refer to as the glitch for this course. It just wraps you around the whole side. So it's faster. Dude, I really wanted a mushroom. Oh, I'm actually gonna reset for it, because if I can show the shortcut, it's huge. I would love to do it, but you can only do it lap 1 and 2. right in the arms of Giant Bowser. So much for that golden. The worst golden in my life. Oh, how can I anticipate Bowser being the size of a building? How am I supposed to know, huh? Luigi stole my box. And I got a weird wraparound. Nice. I hate when that happens. Alright, well, I guess I'm having the worst lap of my life. So far behind. After getting the shortcut now will be huge. I can do it with a golden. Now we got a weird turn like that. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna, no. just try again. Hey, Kira, how you doing? Single mushroom in that is like the worst case scenario. If I can get literally anything else, which there is an assortment of better items in this item pool right now, I'm shocked. Again, the worst case scenario. Especially when I'm in like 8th. You would think the game would start favoring the better mushroom types when you're in 8th. I guess it's not, because I still get a single mushroom when I'm so far back. I'm gonna hold this. I want to use it for the big shortcut. Because no, my luck, this next box will be a single mushroom. I don't want that. No, missed it. Come on. I've done this before. It's just kind of difficult to do. Especially for a novice like myself. Because I don't really go out of my way to play Mario Kart Wii all the time. But I have played a little bit more for like the past year or so because of newer distributions. It's kind of got me back in the game, like a retro rewind. Okay, good. The back. Another golden. Same strat as before. I'll hold it. See if I can use it for the big shortcut. There we go. All right, now we got it. Let's go! That's how it's done. Now didn't drink. I took that turn too sharp in the end, but that's fine. That's basically the shortcut. You just skip that whole bottom side. You ride the top end, which takes the turns a lot sharper than normal. So that's worth going for, if you can do it. It's such a valuable shortcut. Now I'm gonna just spam it because you can't do that lap 3, so I do need to use this golden. Come on, that's really stupid. All right, just literally like clip every wall. I can't win anymore. It's at the final turn. Come on, man. It's when I want like a single mushroom or something, I don't get it, and then when I don't want a golden, I get it. I'm getting taunted. See, like this would have been better as my item instead of the golden from before. Oh, get away. I haven't gotten a Mega yet, which I'm shocked that Bowser keeps on getting it. He's scripted, I guess, to get the Mega every time. I'm gonna go for a glitch. I missed it. I don't know how you do it. I thought it was just to go like a certain angle, but that's not working. Alright, give me triples. Single. Single's worthless to go for the big shortcut. I'll just go for the normal cut. I don't know why, man, but every time I try to go for that inside cactus turn, I always hit the top cactus. Oh, get away from me. I gotta go for it again. Nope. I don't know how to do it. I gotta look up how to do that glitch turn. That's so valuable on this track. I'm gonna specifically hang back a minute. I want to see if I can get at least triple mushrooms. There we go. Perfect. I don't care if I'm in the off-road for a little bit longer than I should be. This is great. Now I get the mega. Okay. Interesting timing. I'm gonna save it here, see if I can get glitch. Nope, that's 3 for 3. I'm not getting it. That would be so ideal if I can. I'm gonna hold this for the final area. Not here. It's more important to go around here, hold this, and then use it here, specifically. Don't have to worry about the competition at all. Take that. Yeah, getting stuck in the wall, I swear, is more common in this game, I feel like, than some of the other Mario Karts. Just due to how the physics worked in Wii. Alright, here we go. Rainbow Road Time Trial. Chain Chomps had taken over Rainbow Road in this kart's only time trial, which, funny enough, for the longest time, the world record was set on this course with a kart. Anticipating the movements and avoiding them is key to a good score. I believe it was the Flame Flyer that was even used too. There's like one thing a kart can do in this course that the bikes can't, and that's why it's used. Like this, I think. Which I don't know how to do, so I'm not gonna actually do it, but you get the idea. You drift off the side, and you got like a pocket of air, which sends you flying. And you can do that with a bike, but you can't drift it. You can only really do that with a cart, it seems like. Yeah, the Chain Chomps just randomly in the middle of the road, you know, as they do. Love when Chain Chomp in the middle of the road. Dude, this game looks so gorgeous in HD like this. It's just so crisp and clean playing off Dolphin. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just start playing, if I go back to Retro Rewind more again, the Wii mod here. Maybe I'll just play it on this. Because I got it to work pretty easily now on emulator, even online, which I'm shocked. Oh, I didn't like that, so burn the mushroom. Dude, I actually just noticed a detail on that moon I didn't see before, because lower resolution Wii and all. There's a hole in it, which looks like the same style hole that's featured from the moon in Yoshi's Island, one of the bosses. Like, it looks like that yellow moon. I think you can even see it in Cheeseland on GBA, I think. Not 100% sure there. I know, like, the later revisions of it, you can, like with the Mario Kart 8 version. Can I do Mario Kart 8 strats here? Nope! Chain Chomp in middle of the road, as you do. See, like this one's just Rainbow Road but Chain Chomps. Like, there's literally nothing changed about it. They're just in, like, the worst spots. It's nothing special. When did this one happen? It was, God, I'm driving like a drunk driver while I'm trying to read and drive at the same time. Maybe don't do that. This was distributed 5 times. One of the times it wasn't carts only. That's unfortunate. We got the version in the Tournament Museum that had the carts only special. December 2010, apparently this was marked as NA, meaning, yeah, you can use anything, no restriction. That sucks. Would have preferred having a bike for this one. I knew that was happening. I didn't know. Can I go around him? Can I drive, like, in front of him? No, nothing. I think I'm just dead. Yeah, sure enough. Oh, I missed the boost. That's fine. Like, this wasn't going to be a good time because I lost my mushrooms on second lap and then, you know, died on lap 3. Why is this here? I didn't even see that here before. I thought he was only in the final turn, but no, the dude just shows at the finish line. God, man, that one's bad. Like, chain chomps everywhere. Not a great challenge type. It's just more annoying. DS Desert Hills enemy score. This only appeared once, funny enough. Defeat all the Pokies hidden around DS Desert Hills. You can take the course as many times as you like. No laps. Doesn't really matter who we use here. I'm getting all funky because I kind of been him for the past couple races. So this was only used once in December 2009. Because they brought back some of these other kill 'em enemy types. I'm surprised this was only once. And there's only 10 Pokies too, so it's pretty simple. So it seems like this was a mission from what I'm reading on the Mario Wiki that was also present from Mario Kart DS. So they were just able to copy and paste this in the Wii. Pretty easy when you just take your time like that. Oh no. It's fine, I have to kill these anyways. Dude, are you kidding me? He ran out when I was near the last Poke. I hate when that happens. Like sometimes stars just don't last long enough. I want a good time, so we're doing it again. As long as I kill these 4, doesn't really matter how I drive. There we go. It's very awkward at the very end of Desert Hills here when you're driving, because you get any airtime off of those slopes, and it's just super hard to move. That's why I was missing those Pokies. Alright, 39. Delfino Pier Time Trial. There's a time trial underway in the maze-like Delfino Pier. Finding the best route is key, and it might not be the one that's the most familiar. Interesting they use Bowser Flame Runner for this. I'll try it. Oh yeah, now well, that's understandable there. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, Matt. I can see you tomorrow for the start of Donkey Kong Country Returns HD Mirror Mode 100%. God, it's a mouthful. Isn't there like a big shortcut you can do on this? I think I've seen someone do this once before. Where am I going? I was going all around this course just so I can go straight ahead. I missed. That felt like it went through the Goomba. That's bad. That was just a bad throw. Where is a mushroom? Yeah, see, they block off some of the paths that you'd normally be able to go, but couldn't you just... Well, if they do that, thank you. Just let me go down because of the bridge. Okay, that's the second time that's happened. Bowser throwing on his right is really screwing me up. Does this count as a lap? They just let the bridge down. That's the only thing that's changed. So normally you're supposed to drive up here and then go around, but you can literally just go around. And that's a 3 for 3 for Bowser sucking on that throw. That's the thing. Other characters, like, you know what? Actually, because of that, I will swap to one of them. I just gotta wait for that to stop. Other characters, like Funky Kong, they throw in front of them. That's better. You get a character like Bowser who throws with his right hand, the shell goes right. It doesn't go straight ahead. But a character overthrowing, they throw it straight ahead. That's better. Case in point. Now I wonder, can I do this? Maybe I can just like clip this. Like maybe with like a spin drift or something? I feel like you can just make it over this wall. Because it kind of gets some airtime. Maybe not. If you can get over that bridge lap 1, this is a super easy course to break in half. But lap 2, obviously they open it up. So lap 2s and 3, just drive around the bridge. They intend for you to drive off the bridge, but they should have put a giant wall around it. I have an idea for this. Yep, had a feeling. Got the height off of that. That's bad. I'll just keep going. Because around here is when they're going to open this anyways. Like around the minute mark. Let me in. Thank you. I can't believe that was faster than just driving this normally. The water here just sucks for driving. Like, this course is okay to drive on normally, but once you get to this bottom section, yeah, there's not much speed left. And it doesn't help, though, that laps 2 and 3, once you hit the 1 minute mark and the bridge goes down, that track is a joke. All right, final page of challenges here for tournaments. Tournament number 40, pass through the gates in order on GCM DK Mountain. This race is only for Wii wheels. Unfortunate. High-speed adventures, have fun. Did I mention that last tournament was January 2010, so is this one. I'm gonna pick DK for this, with his 3 mouths. And it doesn't really matter what I pick, but if I'm doing anything, let's be real, I need an inside drift because this Wii wheel is gonna be next to impossible to drive with. Doesn't help that this course is naturally bouncy already. So give me a Wii wheel and oh boy, we're gonna have some problems controlling. Case in point, man, I'm gonna damage equipment here by using a Wii wheel. I really am not a fan of using this right now, but I must. It's what they require. Okay, who replaced the bridge with mushrooms? Why? It wasn't that terrible, but it's like, why mushrooms though? Hello? Just randomly changed the course for no reason there. It served no purpose. Sure. Next one. Race is underway on the penguin-infested N64 Sherbert Land. There are lots of cute penguins everywhere, but keep your eyes on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Make it easier. Go with Mario Mach. This happened only once, and this tournament was distributed back in February 2010. It's only 2 weeks for this to be available. Standard race, just with a bunch more penguins. Weird how this one did not get distributed again. Some of these might not have been distributed again based on player count. So if Nintendo saw that, oh yeah, like no one played this challenge, don't bring it back. There's no point. That could have been the reasoning. Who knows? Nice spin into the drink. I feel when you bag too bad, so you just miss the item and just waste your time. Okay. Why are the boxes falling from the ceiling? That was very confusing. And the items being moved here and there is also just kind of obnoxious. Okay, I can see why this one didn't come back. If it was because of low player count, I can see why. This one's kind of janky. It's alright. Nothing really too special, and also it has its own fair share of problems. The CPU's even struggling here, and that tells you something. I just hate all the items been moved around. Except for that first set. Everything else has been moved. Oh, come on, Toad. Got wheelie lock because of that. Maybe Mario's just running away with it. I want something better than a single banana right now. Come on. Give me something. Oh, that's the Quacker. I thought that was the baby booster, and I would have been so sad if I'm losing to a baby Mario on the baby booster. Gonna hit these? Yep. Oh, come on! Who threw the random green? That screwed me. I was gonna hit Baby Mario in my red shell. Smart bounce? That's even better. Dude, those boxes being near the very edge of the wall, you can't even see them when you turn in. That's so bad. I'm just gonna race at this point. Don't even focus on the item. That might actually hit someone, who knows, but I made it. God, that was bad. The penguins are in some of the worst places, and it doesn't help this track is already slippery because of the ice mechanic. So it's a little bit harder to turn here compared to normal tracks. So we'll just scatter penguins everywhere and drop boxes from the ceiling. What's with the box part? That's the only part that confused me. Alright, Mario Circuit enemy score. Defeat the Goombas as you speed through Mario Circuit. Use all the items on the course to earn the best time. This tournament's carts only, which doesn't matter. It's a kill 'em all mission, so why? Here, we'll give you another day tripper. This happened like 4 times. Oh, this was distributed all the way in the March 2014. Well, the wiki said 2013 in the beginning, so you got a detail wrong. This was up to the very end of Wii Connect 24's life. This debuted in February 2010 and ran like 4 times, surprisingly. And it's just a kill 'em all, so nothing even that special. You gotta remember Mario has an arc on the right. So I want these mushrooms. Crap. Who else throws in front of them then for middleweight? I'm trying to think. I think everyone else is like right-hand throw instead of overhead. Overhead's the way to go. But I don't remember who else does overhead besides Funky Kong. Maybe one of the babies? I did not expect that to be a star. That kind of screwed me up a bit, because I was thinking that was going to be another green shell. So the final box is always a star. Really good to know for future laps. By future laps, I mean, oh, are you kidding me? I need to go back for him now. I'm just going to reset then. If you get hit at all, you drop your item, and if you miss, that just sucks when you're holding 2 green shells. This tournament's actually good practice, though, for learning how to hit Goombas with green shells, so you can get yourself a mushroom out of them. So this is good practice. That's if the mushroom doesn't, you know, go to the opposite side that you expect. It's the second time that's happened. I'm missing all the mushrooms now. Now we're gonna hold this, because now I know this is a star. Nice. I didn't even have to kill anymore. I didn't realize that was my last Goomba. So the star thing's only needed once if you hit them all. You get a less than 1 minute time easily there. Not bad. Yeah, it's a fun one. Don't mind it. Don't know why it's carts only though. Thankfully I'm done with the Wii wheel from what I'm reading, because that was the last one was on the DK Mountain course. So at this point it doesn't really seem like there's any more restrictions I can see. Oh, what the heck? Oh wait, was this a repeat? Luigi Circuit, bikes and Wii wheel only, no items to make sure to most use. Yes, this is a repeat. This is the one we did earlier. Never mind about the no more Wii wheel. That's weird. So this was the one we did earlier that was first ran in October 2008. But this version with bikes and Wii wheel only was March 2010. Almost 2 years later. Man, the fact they make you do this again. Bike only. Why? It's boring when it's item only kind of thing. It's like bike only, item only, Luigi Circuit. All right, do you want either vanilla or vanilla? It's the same thing. You're just changing out the vehicle at this point. Why was this ran multiple times? I'm surprised it's in here twice for Tournament Museum, because the variants I'm reading aren't really in this. Like one of the few variants that is. This is the only time they did the bike and Wii only though. That's probably why it's in here. Because they ran this one more time, October 2010, same year surprisingly, and that was the carts only. So yeah, why? Why do this one twice? Dude, I can't wheelie. Wheeling with this controller is like a suggestion. Drifting the right way is also a suggestion. Just enough. I'm away. I want one more draft and it's off till that. Oh, she's getting too far away. Dude, that's the second time in that exact spot I held right and Luigi went left because his Wii wheel is like the best thing of all time. That's why nobody uses motion controls if they want to actually get serious in any of the Mario Kart games, because it's hard to control. I'm an advocate for motion controls in a lot of games, but it's not for Mario Kart because it's extremely inaccurate. Like, I'll say pretty much it's mostly shooter games that motion control works better with. So things like Splatoon, or actually mainly just Splatoon, because most other shooter games don't even have a motion control option, which is kind of a shame. I think more games with gyro controls should exist on like the Nintendo side of things and PlayStation, but only a handful of games really utilize gyro control, which is very weird. I think the Doom ports on Switch use gyro. And I also believe Fortnite and Apex Legends on Switch does, but I don't know if it does on the other systems, like with the PS4 or PS5. I would think they should, because that would be ideal, but I don't know. I hope that is the actual last time we have to use Wii Wheel. Please. Although there's some other ones in here I think are repeats, so I don't know. Alright, here comes probably the most cursed one. Tournament 44. Mushrooms on GCM Peach Beach? Sure, why not? Race the trampoline mushrooms, or ride the trampoline mushrooms, excuse me, and complete 3 laps in this time attack. Automatic drift is recommended. There's a reason why they're telling you auto drift. Oh god, this one. I've heard how bad this one is. This one's cursed. I'm doing manual, and if it's too bad, I will swap to auto, but I should be fine. This one ran not once, not twice, not 3, but 4 times. 4 times of this nonsense. First appeared in April 2010, in October 2011, January 2013, and then March 2014. God, why? This came back too many times. I think this was the inspiration for a custom track in one of the other games. Oh, that's just a line on my screen. I thought there was like a mark on it. No! That random line is just on the mini-map. Oh, okay, that's gonna drive me crazy. There's a random pixel down there. I thought that was like a mark on my screen. Okay, sure. So I will say, yeah, this course I think was inspiration for one of the people in the Mario Kart Wii custom scene, known as Mr. Bean. I think this was inspiration for him to make Mushroom Gorge, the custom track, because not too long after this course debuted as a tournament mode, Mushroom Gorge was created. And this course sucks. Custom course is not that much better. Why? This is the whole thing. 40 seconds of just bouncing on mushrooms. God help you if you use the Wii wheel for this. God help you. Not even ideal to bounce off half of these with a trick. Because when you trick, you get more speed, and sometimes you don't want that. I'm holding this controller like the most awkward way, too, to make sure I can actually move and trick at the same time. Oh, God, I got a spin drift. Where's that gonna put me? Please put me on the green one. Please put me on the green one. Okay, that's close enough. That's only like 2 mushrooms back. I almost cleared this whole thing without messing up. That's shocking. I think someone at Nintendo thought, I know how to make people to quit our game. Here's the course. Like, why? This is legit one of the worst designed tournaments that Nintendo released for Mario Kart Wii. Because mushrooms are jank. The whole course is mushrooms, so you're just bouncing all over the place. There's nothing else going on. There's no items. It's just 3 minutes of bouncing. Like, why? Alright, give me another one. Something that's better. Moon View Highway Time Trial. Does the flow of traffic look different? You have to weave your way to victory. So this one here first ran April 2010. We only have one more tournament left. That's of a brand new idea. We'll be seeing that soon enough. We have alter versions of other tournaments for a lot of the rest of this. So yeah, I can already see what's different here. some of the traffic, yeah, they're in different spots. Like a lot more traffic on this course. So it's a little more dangerous. But to be fair, this course is already pretty dangerous to begin with in Mario Kart Wii. It's actually one of the harder courses to drive because of all these cars. It's kind of why I don't really care for the course too much in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because like removed a lot of the challenge. All the cars there in the main booster section just don't exist in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that was always like the hardest part of this track. So it became a little too easy and brain dead, I kind of feel, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, this track is okay in that game, but I would pick almost anything else over Moonview. Kind of a shame. Yep, that's why I saved the mushroom. Okay, yeah, I definitely want the airtime for that. If I didn't get that airtime, I would have hit the truck. Surprised I didn't bonk on the wall there. Perfect. Car! Nice non-squish. If you get hit by a car and then immediately get run over, you're normally supposed to get squished there, but yeah, when you hit a car, you have a little bit of invincibility afterwards to make sure you don't get, like, dogpiled. So, I don't get squished because of that. Very convenient. You can get sub 2 there, just don't hit traffic. Kind of want to move on, though, because that's essentially standard move view highway time trial, just with more cars. Like, that's it. Nothing special. Alright, this is our final new version of a tournament. The rest are kind of like variations of what we already played. There's always something going on in Delfino Square for the DS, and this time it's a time trial, because of course it is. Look out for the crates, Goombas, and dead ends. I don't know what they mean by that last part, because I think they block off more of this course. So this is a time trial, I'll have 3 mushrooms to start. Oh my god, that ending. That's just Goomba City. Yeah, a lot of Goombas to just end the course, that's bad. Good thing I know about it ahead of time. And these crates you can't destroy. Can't go down the left path, interesting. Don't know why that's blocked. Because both paths are about the same in length. Hopefully they didn't block the shortcut. Dude! They did! Well, then I know where I'm using this mushroom. If I can't use it on the shortcut, I'm gonna use it on another shortcut. Can't block this cut. Although I'm not that great at it, so I'm bonking all the walls. Oh my god, every wall. This one I'll definitely want some practice. We want a better time. So it's really just how tight can you take some of these turns now because of all the Goombas and boxes. Other than that, this course is really not that changed. It's just annoying that the certain shortcuts I would hope are not blocked are. Like this path being blocked here on the left, that's just kind of inconvenient, but that's whatever. It's the mud cut here near the end, that's just stupid. That I hate how that's blocked because that's just so unnecessary. You can get more airtime out of that too, which is what I'm trying to go for, because then you can just avoid going on the pier at all, which is Definitely the faster way of going, otherwise you save your mushroom for this. That's a much better lap, though. 48 seconds compared to, what was it, like 50-something before? I'm surprised I didn't clip those boxes. That would have been really bad. I would really like the trick there, but the problem is the trick on this game, this is one thing I really love. Future Mario Kart games simplify, because honestly, this game kind of expected you, if you're playing with anything that wasn't the Wii wheel, honestly, they kind of expect you to develop the claw grip method on your controller, because every trick to pull off in this game, and the wheelie, and also the dodge pal, it's all off of the D-pad, which is next to your analog stick, so your fingers rubbing between the two super fast, so it's pretty uncomfortable to do back in the day, I won't lie. Starting with Mario Kart 7, they simplified that to just the same thing as drift, and thank God they did. Alright, Mario Circuit versus Race. Competes against other Mario racers, fastest time on the circuit. Only for Wii Wheel and Kart. Wasn't this the same as like the first one? Yes, this was the same thing as the first tournament we did. The only difference was no restrictions to, unfortunately, karts and wheel only. What do I use for it? I'll go with my boy Luigi instead. Or I use Mario here, I think. And then for the vehicle, yeah, we'll do Wild Wing. Really getting that mileage out of that Wii wheel, huh? Really getting that mileage. And this is unfortunate because we did this challenge already without the wheel, so it's just an inferior version of the same challenge because it's the same thing. So why did they do this again and put a restriction on it? It's beyond me. Good, I'll hold these. I can use one right here. Do I want to go for another item? Just hold this mushroom. I'll go for another item. So I'm kind of far behind. If I was going to get shells there, it would have been ideal, but nah, just triple bananas. That's pretty worthless. I'm not even trying to go for the power dodging with a Wii wheel. That's basically just asking for torture. Thanks, Game Boo. Second time tonight you stole my item. Oh, come on. Why is everyone taking my boxes? I kind of need something. Yeah, I have to burn these now because I got hit by the chomp. Nice. Give me the other one. And out of bounds. Okay, that doesn't help me. No, this is really bad. I might actually lose the very end, too. Which is bad. And if I do, I'm just going with standard controller, because I gotta do it again anyways. Okay, stay away from everyone. Go off-road. Yeah, that's right. The one time you actually want the thundercloud. Because this thing is terrible normally. You hold it for too long, it shrinks you. Which is terrible. But it works like a mushroom. So you can use that to your advantage if it's on lap 3 like that. To drive off-road and take some shortcuts. Very convenient, because I was going to lose otherwise. And I'm surprised I got that in, like, what, second place? If I didn't get that item, I was done. And now, hopefully for real this time, the final time I needed to use the Wii wheel. Because now, the rest of this, Good old classic controller. So this one we've already done before. It's a variant of it. I'm trying to find it on my list. Here we go, I got it. So this version is just like before. Challenge Dry Bowser to a one-on-one race on N64 Bowser Castle. Watch out for his wicked fire breath and go for the goal. Big difference though. We can use bikes. This version of the tournament ran in June of 2010. I don't remember if I said before, but that last one we did was May 2010. So this was like the next month. What's nice about being a bike immediately is I can just outrun Dry Bowser to start. Okay, and my mushroom just instantly vanishes like that. Okay, that's nice. Frame 1 fireball. You don't want to be right in front of him, and I thought Dry Bowser was alongside of me. Oh, come on. That hitbox is massive when it's just spreads to the side. I wasn't even near him and I got hit. I like this challenge, it's really cool, but it's a little janky. Kind of like half of these challenges for the tournaments. Like, I'm calling them challenges, because that's really what they are. Like, honestly, the tournament mode was far from being a real tournament. Surprised they called it what they did, honestly, because it's... It would have been better just to say challenge mode. That would have made more sense. That's what they do in future games, like Splatoon 3 has the whole challenge thing, which is this kind of concept. So that name fits better than the tournament. Tournament to me, I think we're doing something kind of like competitive style. And this is the furthest from a competitive style, outside of the leaderboard stuff. Yeah, now this race should be free, because it's gonna be the same as just a time trial anyways. Because I'm on a bike, I'm gonna have a much easier time taking all these turns. And no thwomps right here specifically is really nice. That's thwomp in this room too, that's also good. So I have to modify this a bit because of all the fireball from Dry Bowser. This is right here for a little cheeky grass cut. I keep on going barely off the left, trying to recorrect my angle there at the end, which is not great, because I'm missing a pretty big shortcut. Get wrecked. I just don't want him getting near me. I am at all 3 shells. That's perfect. Let's go. Dry Bowser is no longer a threat. Kind of a shame. He was only a threat for like the very beginning of the first lap. But because we have bikes, we can pick the most broken combo, funky Flame Runner, and then we just win. I keep on hitting with my bananas too, so it's really good and just scattering bananas everywhere. There you go, finally. Final lap too, so that was convenient. That is how you take that ending turn as sharp as possible for a nice shortcut. So you can tell, this is the same kind of thing as last time because my time from last time shows up here, which is hilarious because the other tournament modes didn't really do that. That's how you can tell they just copy and pasted the mode to redistribute it later, but then just change like one thing. Final tournament, tournament number 49. The spiky top men from Mario Galaxy are once again back for one final fight. Some were cowardly though, and will run away, push them off to the edge, win. Mario, yeah. Gotta end it with standard Mario M. A classic. This ran in March 2010. So unfortunately, they only used the top challenge 3 different times between 3 different years. After 2010, this is no longer in rotation. Now, from what I'm understanding here, reading on the wiki, every time this appeared, the Topman AI changed a bit. So the first time, there were only 1 Topman to appear into like the final set at the ending. So then you had to fight 2. And then 2 and 3, obviously these tournaments, yeah, you're just fighting 2. Except no, apparently we're fighting 1 now, so they're changing up the strat. So I guess this is gonna be 2, 1, and 3. Yep, that was it. So it's just the order you fight top men. That's what's changed between all the challenges. Holy crap, how did I not fall off? No, you... Oh, he swerved last second. I would have got that top man, and I would have been done. That's how close that was. All right, give me an item box here. I can chance it with that one. GG's. That is it for all the tournaments here in Mario Kart Wii. That was all 49 tournaments distributed back in the day for the Wii game. And if I had to rank these... most of them would be like D tier, and then like 5 of them I would say are worth really playing. 3 of them are the Galaxy Coliseum ones. I guess I can say, like, let me go through the list I would recommend, then the others are just no. So I'm instantly gonna skip the ones I don't care for. So, Galaxy Coliseum boss battle. Well, honestly, the backwards tracks are interesting, so they're kind of worth looking at. This one was kind of stupid, but maybe try it out. The time trial on Skyscraper is pretty okay. This one, definitely Thwomp boss battle with the Pokey, really worth it. Same for Wario's Gold Mine against Wiggler. That was really cool, worth playing. Toad's Factory backwards was interesting, just a little janky. Obviously, the Bowser versus Racing against Dry Bowser is worth playing. I kind of like this one, because it was just driving through Luigi Circuit with bombs, but it was like a standard race. And the sunset aesthetic's cool, so that one's probably worth it. I guess Grumble backwards, probably. Galaxy Coliseum, definitely. This page where it didn't have like anything I was very impressed with. Maybe Delfino Pier time trial, that was unique. And obviously in this page, it's mainly just the last 2. That's really worth it. So it was like, how many was that I'm thinking of? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like this page had like nothing. I guess only this one, 12. Oh, you know what? I'll count this one because it's good practice for the snipes. 13, 14, 15. 15 of the 49 I think were worth playing. And that was kind of stretching it a bit. Most of these weren't really worth it. And that's the thing, because a lot of these were only distributed for like 1, maybe 2 months at most sometimes. Some of them you got lucky. They were distributed multiple times. Like, funny enough, this one here, the GBA Bowser Course 3 Gate Challenge, that happened a total of 5 different times. That is insane. That's 10 weeks of the entire time all these tournaments were ran. This one showed up. So some of them appeared a lot. And then others, unfortunately, got the 1 or 2 time treatment. So you really had to be there to play these back in the day, which really sucked. But this Tournament Museum mod is a great way nowadays to experience all of the tournaments that used to run back in the day on Mario Kart Wii. Very fun little thing of history here to just look back at. I've only really gotten to play, like, honestly, maybe at most the first page is worth. And then, like, after this one, the Thwomp boss battle stage, after that, yeah, this is when I stopped, because this was around, what was the date again that this released? October 2008. So by the end of 2008, I was playing this game here and there, but not really playing it online anymore. I was kind of hit or miss on it. So I didn't experience most of these tournaments when they were running, which is kind of a shame because some of these were pretty cool and I'm glad I got to experience them now. This is why preservation is such a huge deal in video games, because if you can't play these at all anymore, some of the stuff that were made for these tournaments is very unique. And the fact that these are just lost to time is very sad. But they're not. Very easy to play this. This was made in like, what, 2021? So this was pretty recent. Well, actually, this version was. What if can I find like a previous release maybe? See when this was first released. 1.0. Apparently, no, but the date on the wiki is wrong if that's the case. This was September 17th, 2022. Huh. Why does it say 10/27/21 on the custom Mario Kart wiki? Is beyond me then. That's weird. Alright. Well, whatever. Either way, this was released around 21/22. I'll have to say that range because dates are wrong. And yeah, this took a lot of time for one to understand, between a lot of research from just watching back super blurry YouTube videos that people uploaded around 2008 to 2014 time periods just to see how these tournaments played, and then stitch things back together based on what was in the game's code, because a lot of the stuff is in the actual disc files, thankfully, so people were able to recreate a lot of these, like race around on a course with coins or go backwards, like that kind of stuff you can just stitch together from the original game's code. But other things like this one was the one I noticed, or was it, which one of these said it had to be recreated from scratch? One of these gave us a pop-up. I think it was this one. Yeah, the Top Men tournaments, these were ones that had to be recreated from scratch because there was nothing on like the game code on these discs for Top Men stuff. So people had to figure this out by watching like blurry YouTube videos from like 2008. So I give credit for people who worked on this mod. Shout out to Tournament Museum. Definitely worth a play for yourself. It is a good piece of history that thankfully has been preserved. And these tournaments ran for a very long time, as you see with the copyright date. That was the time period of the Wii Connect 24 servers being on, meaning these tournaments existed. So definitely worth it. Go check it out. But that's it for tonight's stream, though. Thanks everyone who came out. This was a lot of fun, as I kept on saying. We'll be back tomorrow with Donkey Kong Country Returns, as I'm going to be playing through that game, starting off with a new 100% kind of challenge run, doing a couple of those this year, and doing another one with Donkey Kong, which is fitting timing based on the news with Donkey Kong Bonanza we got last week. So it's relevant. Come back tomorrow. Watch me suffer through the hard mode of that game, 100%ing it, mirror mode. It's going to be an interesting time. Other than that, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care and have a good night, everybody.